You got time during the startup, though.
Normally, yes.
Not using his last about the mother clocker.
Well, I'm gonna mute the stream before I hear myself echo, and it's gonna make me lose my train of thought during.
Ooh, let's fucking brainburr. Oh.
It says
What?
you're playing Sea of Thieves. What the hell?
Wait, who? What? Me? I better not.
You're hosting your thing on. I'm thinking you're hosting on mine. It says Sea of Thieves below you.
I shouldn't be playing Sea of Thieves. It should say that I'm playing VR chat. It does say I'm playing VR chat. I haven't played Sea of Thieves in a
Weird.
while.
For some
Hi,
reason,
Phoenix. Hi, Trix. Yeah, I don't know why it's appearing as playing Sea of Thieves for you, but I can assure everyone out there that I am
Yeah, we'll
not
play
playing
Sea of
Sea of
Thieves.
Thieves. It is a fun game,
Let's
but
go.
Oh, that's probably why it shows it on my end, because for some reason it's not actually broadcasting your thing, it's just showing an older stream of mine.
Oh.
What the hell?
odds, ends, weird.
Where did
Silver?
Because when I pull up the
Oh, no.
the chat thing and put in the command, it shows it as streaming you, as hosting you, but on my homepage it doesn't show shit.
Weird.
I see a trick shot.
Yes, I do too. See a trick and a dark phoenix.
Oh, hi, Phoenix.
I don't know what happened. Where did Silver go? Did he just full on crash? Oh no.
Oh no.
Silver pulled a silver.
Oh no. What happened? Alright, let me get my things pulled up. Where it is.
Is it just Old Man Silver?
Yeah, Old Man Silver 70S.
Found it. Oh,
This-
oh!
What?
I pulled up a stream and I heard his voice and it scared the shit out of me.
Oh. Is this VR crash? What's going on? Yeah, Trix, thank you for shouting out both Blitz and Vanessa.
Bah!
I'm gonna go ahead and change this to Discord one, to your questions, and then we'll be good to go. Oh, we just need Silver back, and then we'll be good to go. Oh, we have a little bit of a scuff, guys. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Twitch without Scout, so.
Very
it's not
true.
VR chat without
Very
scuff.
true. Also true.
That's true.
Your chat is nothing but scuff. Oh yeah.
Just rename it from VR chat to scuff chat.
Yeah.
then you're perfect.
Hi, Burner.
You know, that should be the name of the podcast if we ever actually go through with making ours Blitz. Just call it Scuffcast.
Though I believe somebody else already has something like that. I'm not sure though.
Does someone already have a Scuffcast?
Oh my
I'm
god.
sure.
After I just noticed something, because I have, while we're waiting for Silver to come back, I pulled up Twitter. I rated Croco yesterday. Yes, the gator rated a crocodile. And he took a alligator and named it Madam Gita. Yay! I love
That's
I love
nice.
Totodile. Speaking of food.
Speaking of Twitter, I saw the shit you were replying on, chat.
Funny fact. Gator fact. I will hold you accountable.
Uh-oh. Gator fact? Where's
Gator
Gator
would
fact?
perish. Gator fact.
I have no idea on the ETA of Super. This hasn't happened before.
Oh, that's who they were!
Is
So I
Silver
just
just
was
having like
something that we
massive
got-
crash issues right now? Like what?
Probably VTuber.
I don't know. His whole thing is completely died. Someone check on Trix. Can you check on Silver for me? He should be live. Is he still
weren't
alive?
live when I checked.
Oh fuck. Oh no! If his internet crashed, I'm gonna be
I think
extremely sad.
His whole internet could have just fucking died.
Oh no!
Oh, it's today.
Okay.
28th.
They're not even on VR chat anymore.
Which video? Wall. Oh, wait, is this? Okay, we gotta go back. Look, chat. Vanessa, looks like we have to go back to the Osaka world.
The Osaka World Way. What's going on there?
The Japan world? Okay, so I'm looking here on Twitter for what VCat just put up about it, as my freaking thing just does not work. Excuse me, hello?
Didn't see Silver.
Let me go on Twitter. What is it, VCat, Sean? That like put it?
Yeah.
I may be doing this solo, guys. I can handle that. Panic! No, I'm joking.
Yo, dude.
So what am I
I
looking
need to
for
spawn
for
a
VCat?
window. This was posted 2 hours ago. So, popular VTuber group, Animar and a Honey Strap are exhibiting in our Parareal Osaka Station and the real Osaka Station too. So, in both the Parareal and the real one.
Oh, that's the poster we were talking about. I saw that one.
That was a yeah, it was a big poster. Apparently, a video featuring the members wearing JR West uniforms from the 15th, which is today, to the 20th, is playing on a huge video wall there.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna go check that out because we did not see that. We were literally. I was the first one to start the streams for the
Yeah.
recap. So I was pretty much, you could say, the opening ceremony person.
Opener.
Yeah. Holy shit. Jelly when they touch grass. Touch grass part 2. When they touch grass. Bunny fires.
Well, we could get started and hopefully Soper comes back as soon as possible.
Message him on Discord.
But if his whole internet crashes, he's not even going to be able to answer. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Why this is from? I found a meme. Hold on, let me sing you this real quick, Vanessa. This reminds me of.
Oh, they're 100% dead. They're fully offline even on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Also, here you go.
They're 100% dead.
Hold on, I'm gonna send a message being like, join back when you can.
Can you send me that so I can put that your status? Can you copy and paste that for me so I can copy and paste that in mine as well so people can stop requesting off me?
Just set yourself on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, just set yourself on
They're
red.
gonna start messaging you on Discord. They'll start messaging me on Discord. And then they're gonna and then they'll pull like what happened with me and Sanko. Why didn't you just tell me what you were doing?
Bitch,
just
do
looking
you
for my
not
status, no one can
pay
say anything.
attention to the Discord announcement?
No, but Fizzy does. Surprisingly, he does. I know it. It's because he messaged me right after I made an announcement the other day. He was like,
he checks it once in a while, and you can also tell when he doesn't even message Blitz, because there are occasions where he actually is one of the people that reacts to the announcements that Blitz makes.
really?
Yeah,
I did
I've
not
seen a
know
couple
that.
times whenever you made announcements that I've seen Fizzy pop up in there, just saying that they reacted.
Okay, so he does look at it, because I remember he told me, he's like, who did your, because like the stream card and the art and everything for like I had for like,
You know,
That's
he
the
doesn't
trick.
do
Who
it
did that?
typically
He's
often,
like,
but he
who
does
set it
check
up?
it
I'm like,
sometimes, it looks like.
I was like, I commissioned it, have it made, but
You're
I was
my
the one
night
who like, set it all up and like.
So release your fear now.
No, not the stream part. The other stuff for like VCAT. I set
Kirito,
that up in my
Alex,
Photoshop.
hello, thank you for following. Welcome to the Night Parade. Hope you have fun with our happy little yokai family. We are
Hi,
just getting
Kirito.
started. We're having a little problem. My
Oh,
co-host
shit.
is currently... Well, his internet died. This is the only way to put it. This is the only thing that happened. I'm gonna go ahead and try and like get this thing rolling. I told Silver to just join back when he can. Yeah, this is gonna be awkward without a co-host to have things keep going on and everything, but I don't think Silver would be appreciative of being called cute, Trick, considering he is over 70 years old. He is an old man. He has literally forgotten what his birthday was, like way long ago.
And we're done with Twitter. Okay. Okay.
Done with Twitter. Time to relax, have
Yeah, I
fun,
know
and
that
chat
last-
about
You know,
that-
Blitz hit a horny post when they like immediately say we're done with Twitter.
Oh no, I was already hitting the horny pose. I was going past that towards something that was like it hit straight up like it caused
Oh,
massive
it was
outrage.
A mood post.
No, it was a massive
Oh.
outrage post that I figured was like, okay,
Let
we're
me
done
guess,
with
EAC?
that. No. It had to do with
Okay.
a certain green hat.
Oh.
Hey, here's what's else. Okay, we're gonna get ready with the.
Caught me off guard completely. Also, I love.
Wait, what the heck? Hello?
No,
Scuff.
The controller. Just no, like freaking ring finger just taking a second to come down and no, and like freaking it tracks my thumb when I'm touching my analog. Like, yay! I have a working controller. Like fucking hell.
Okay.
Yay, working controller Cooper. Anyway.
Alright. I don't know how well this is going to work, but without a co-host, this podcasting is not as easy, but we were going to do it anyway, regardless, so...
Get dubs.
Oh, get the guy that has bad taste and stuff. Oh no, no thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But he literally was telling me and Vanessa last night that for the game Phantasy Star Online 2 that we were playing, the thing that he wanted the most out of all of it was literally the Naruto running mechanic thing that you're gonna get in the next battle pass.
Don't even get me started on that conversation.
Yeah, I know.
I
I'm
forgot
the
what
same
I saw in
way.
the game, but I saw someone bug out doing the Naruto run. I can't remember what. Also, do you guys are in the beta or no?
No, not in the beta.
No.
I'm not.
Vanessa?
I don't know about Vanessa.
No, I'm not.
You know he's not in the
I'm
beta,
still
so
in
you
the
can't
beta.
see me put. Damn, so you guys can't see me put this above my head for the chat box.
I
I'm
don't know
just
what
waiting
the
for it to fully be
chat box,
developed before
no.
I even touch it. I'm just gonna wait for the actual release.
I mean, hey, it's freaking. It's good. I like it.
The thing
they
I'm
changed the
hoping
face
that they
mirror.
do add to it is an auto translate, so then it would be so much
you can
easier to talk to
position
people
it.
in
Oh,
VCAT.
thank
Like you do.
God, you can position the face mirror.
So the anime was from
Finally. It's not like in the middle of my
Nira,
eyes
Rise of the
anymore. You can
Yokai
position
Clan.
that. Thank God they're doing that.
It's a
They're
very
working on it.
great
They're doing an
anime.
amazing job.
It's nice
Well,
old.
Well, I'm not saying they
anime,
are. I'm just saying I'm
24
hoping that they
episodes.
auto translate
and
things
very
so you can
like
talk to other
very
people.
like rough around the edges because of the fact that they're trying to push us out as fast as they can. for
Sorry,
everyone.
it took so long for me to get to your
They're doing
thing,
a good job of
Kirito.
effect like that stuff.
Well, as long as they're dedicated to putting hot fixes towards it, then I'm fine with that.
Oh
Silver
no,
will
they,
come
yeah, they're
back.
definitely doing
Being
hot
rough around the
fixes.
edges.
They've been constantly doing hot fixes.
Yeah, Tricks, we did
like
watch
usually
the
with
second
our updates.
season during one of our anime nights.
Like I said, all I'm saying is the major feature I'm hoping they do for their text-to-speech system is an auto-translate, so you can talk to Japanese people easier,
You know, that would be nice.
and like other people that like speak Spanish and whatnot. So,
No, I mean when we went
It'd be
to
so much
Japan, the servers
Here,
when
Nero.
VCAT first dropped.
well, that's what I'm saying.
type in
Like, I
chat.
would love to do that for VCAT specific.
No one really responded though. No one responded. Like I would try to respond to them and be like, "Oh hi y'all," and like no one would say it. They'll just fucking.
Well, even still, like,
run off.
I
I'm
have
like,
a friend who
hey,
loves.
I guess they're not really friendly.
I have a lot of friends too who like I have a lot of friends too that like go to Japanese servers because they find the public ones of those fun. And it's like if I'm gonna join them, then I'd rather make it where I can actually
the
talk to
Japan
people.
servers are like
There you
the
go,
only
Kirito.
one I would say
That's the
that
name of the
really, like,
anime.
fun at this point anymore.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie, that's like kind of the thing with it. Like,
Well, yeah, and also
I
it
enjoy
helps with
being.
me as
I've
well because
never
we
been
have
to a
a
public world in a year, and going to a public Japan one, I didn't have a care. I didn't have a care in the world. I freaking like I actually didn't have a worry in the world at all. So.
But did you have fun during it?
Here's the thing too, which helps.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, I did have fun.
Here's another reason why I would love to have like a Japanese
auto translate. That was
translate.
following us around. I can't remember what his name was. He had some person who was a dog following around. It scared the heck out of me. I thought he was part of the exhibit and the train one. No, it's a person.
When they're so
It's a
good, they're an
person.
NPC in the world.
And the thing is,
then
they
he
didn't
slowly
talk
looked
at all.
over at me.
They
And
didn't
just,
talk
no, it didn't talk at
all.
all. It literally used the Minecraft dog barks and stuff.
Wow,
Like Fire Rose
that's-
just uses like the soundboard for like dog sounds.
right?
It literally never talked. Not one time.
They literally
God.
didn't talk. They just kept using the little dog barks from Minecraft and whatnot.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, but it was no,
Don't worry
but
about that,
the
Trix.
auto translate thing. The reason why I wanted to also have it, like specifically for Japanese as well, is because
You might
in
get it.
Laserdome we have a Japanese representative team inside of
just
the
like
tournaments.
with VCAT, how VCAT and one of the representatives for the US part of it. Majority
sort
is not
of.
Japan.
Well,
And then
yeah,
it's
no,
just
but
like
I mean,
they're
like, we have
they
an
represent
entire.
like the
It's all-
media.
Yeah, no,
like,
we
it's all
just have a
features that-
Japanese team that like moved over to our tourneys,
It's all features that
everything, and
VR
it's
chat
like
has
it'd
to
be
look
nice
at
to
and
talk
see
to
if
them a little
it's
easier.
able to do that or not. Because even if they get all this out for the people to actually mute and can't talk, having a translator as well would be extremely nice. It's just hard to program all of it into the VR chat itself and have it working all
I
the time
mean, if
along
the
with not breaking.
unorthodox text-to-speech one was able to automatically translate words into emotes that you added, I'm pretty sure they can figure that out.
they're working with the.
This is the VR
people
chat
that
devs
make
we're
these
talking about.
mods.
Fair, very fair.
Oh my god. No, they're working with the people that made these mods. They're working with some of them, so.
That's good
Get
though.
these
They're
out.
finally learning to actually work with the people that make good things.
Like,
for
yeah,
the
no,
game.
listen. Like, I'll agree with. Like, this is what Gunn said on Travity's podcast, and I agree with Gunn 100% on this. Like, it's pretty much about us. They'll listen to us. They do a good job, but they can't find a fucking way out of a paper bag.
All right. Well, Silver's messaged me back. Hold on, what's he got?
Also,
Internet is
we're gonna
down,
get these. I
came
talked
back
to
up
Shade,
now.
gonna
He's on his
update
way
the-
back.
Okay, that's perfect. I
Alright,
talked to
perfect.
Shade Vanessa. He's gonna see if we can update the Easter version of this. Like my model, like the Easter outfits and everything. We used to update that one to the new body, which is this one. Cause I kind of miss using those outfits. I kind of like the short skirt one.
Yeah, I mean, it was cute. It was very much cute.
Yeah, I do like this. This is very comfortable.
I already have,
Like, it's not
like,
so like.
for my OC,
It's-
I already have a Halloween one planned actually, which is going to be more of a
Oh.
story-based thing.
I still have my witch
Oh,
outfit
okay.
from a few
I
years
might do
ago.
that. I might just go with the witch outfit.
Me,
So-
Zomi, and Luna and
Yeah,
Nico
but
were all
no,
like,
it
the
was
new
a-
Hex girls last year. It was awesome.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds cute, honestly.
Awesome. I'm probably gonna go
Hi,
turn
Russell,
the camera
Tony.
on and share background so I can have the. So my tail's just not going through the thing. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm just gonna.
Wait, hold on, I'll just lift your tail. I was just gonna position your tail so it's kind of just resting on the chair.
Wait, I'm not cute. Shush your face. That one's cute. Yeah,
Yes, you are.
sure.
But
What?
you know, I could have just like grabbed your tail and positioned it where it was just sitting on the couch. Like words into
Not Silver joined the world. I could tell from the lag. No, because like it's not just that. Like the ropes too. Look, and you can't position these.
You're right. I can't deny it. Ah,
Wait.
welcome back, Silver.
Wow,
There you
that was weird. Everything just went
I
off.
really need a tail positioner.
It's okay, buddy.
I'm gonna just
Everything died for you?
My entire role as a mod now is no longer to
Yep,
actually mod
I
your shit,
had
it's just to
errors.
position your
The
shit.
satellite link went. Everything did.
Yeah,
All
you
at
did a
once.
good job yesterday, didn't you?
Right.
You literally
I'm gonna
asked me to
start
straighten
straight.
got
up your
barred.
tail, and I was just
Go
like,
ahead,
I was
buddy.
like,
Catch
fucking-
on up.
Because here's the thing, we had that happen. We got bot raided. I kept getting annoyed to death. I got very frustrated. I burnt my fish.
Yeah,
We
you
honestly
didn't
need to
have a
get
good time this
like
day.
more active mods. Honestly, we just need to upgrade our mod staff because frankly, like
Hi, Simic.
I'm getting busy a lot with my streaming and whatnot.
So
Bob is
Right.
always busy with his job.
It's all
Bob is always
working.
busy with his
Hazel
job.
Tony,
I
thank
don't
you
know
for
what
following.
Violet's doing.
Everything.
Ali, I don't know what's going on.
Welcome to my
I
night
know
parade.
my-
Hope you're
I
both
know
my
which
happy
one
little
Violet- I
yokai
know
family.
Violet moderates for other people as well, such as
Violet?
girls. So
Welcome back.
Okay. Yeah,
that's
but
fine. Oh,
it's
not
like
making
we
it
get-
Ready
yeah.
to rock and roll. We didn't even gotten through all the questions because we just been talking about VR chat.
So we have the application form, we just haven't
That's
filled it up yet.
that's fair enough. No props.
And Kenny,
Sorry
look at
about
yours.
that, everybody.
You're all good.
My internet just
We've been playing, like-
completely.
So
No,
congratulations,
he's
you
a
have
mod
now
now, and
played
he's
yourself.
just
You are
playing TOS.
now a part of the cuties. Congratulations.
he never fucking pops.
Because everyone that follows me is a
Dang.
cutie.
No, he never does. Other than Fire Roses.
The only one he does is Rose.
So, did you start any questions or anything, or where did we
No,
get
God,
to?
if you
We,
want, I
we,
can
we
give
have
him a
literally
pep
just been
talk, 'cause
talking
I know how
about
to get
VR
his ass to
chat
fucking do shit.
and a few of the features that they're adding for that Blitz is in the beta for.
Yeah, I'm in the
What
beta for
new
all that stuff.
features are they? I missed that. Sorry.
Let's
I'm
see. So
interested
the added
to
the
hear
chat
that.
box finally, the updated personal mirror.
Yeah, I've seen
they
that with
also-
transparency and the other bits.
Overall,
The personal mirror, like not just that one. Like I'm talking about like the face mirror. They updated that one so you can position it and change the opacity. on it.
Nice.
if you were
Which is great.
in
That's
my
I'm
good.
trying to
chat,
center on my screen anymore, annoying the
You are
heck out of
cute.
me.
there is no
Well, that's a
So I
bonus.
have-
denying this
No,
or
no.
resisting it. There's an
Nice.
acceptance that you do when you follow.
More stuff that you can do with OSC. My phone is going off. I'm too lazy to go get it.
It's okay. No worries.
The chat box, there's no filter for like what you put in the chat box. So I kept typing. So I typed in. You guys can see it. But I typed in when I freaking said I had as my status one day that made Fizzy laugh his ass off. He literally saw it, said Lamau, your status made my day, and then very much said it also reminded me how much VR chat killed my vocabulary. Be trigger. It was just, I put it, okay, it's literally just Busy Gator, but I put an extra S in it because it was Bussy Gator.
Oh, goodness.
Fair enough.
Okay. Sorry for the delay, everybody. Our old man Silver has returned. We
Yeah.
are ready to rock and roll.
My internet just decided to blow up. That was all that happened, and I'm sorry about that, everybody.
I feel that. I had to yell at my internet provider until he came and fixed it. And the first thing they said was, they're different. It's like, do you stream? I'm like, yes. You're like, oh, that explains everything now.
God,
Yeah.
I wish I could do that with my internet provider, but they don't listen.
No, you
I'm
just keep
giving
getting,
every-
you gotta keep calling them and getting mad at them, like increasingly angry.
I'm shouting out Vanessa
Listen.
and Blitz in my chat at the moment. I'm just going to put them out there.
I shouted
People.
Jihad chat. I should do this thing through you, Silver, but I shouted Chachi on my Discord. Tell everyone to go watch you because I'm not streaming today.
Yeah, I know. No
Honestly,
worries.
needed a day off too.
Fair
I
enough.
passed out
but
on
no
You do need
problem.
day
I
off
was watching a
sometimes.
funny video and I literally passed out on the floor. I was that tired from work. The truck didn't
Oh,
come in
no.
until like 11:30, and we got it done in like an hour.
Oh, I hate that when the work is just so easy, things get
Why,
done.
why did I just picture like why did I just picture like a VRC version of that where Blitz just walks
What
into
is this
like
you
their
sent
home
me?
home or something and then just
I mean, after all this, if you want to help me,
fucking
I mean,
face
if you want,
Let's,
after all this, you can help me record that as a freaking skit, because that's exactly what I was going to do as a skit on TikTok.
what did you send me, Blitz?
Oh no, that's what Gio sent me. Yeah, small, medium, and large.
Oh. Wait. Oh.
Gio sent me
Whatever.
that. The red-haired one that's in that photo.
Right. Whatever. 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 She was smaller than me, but whatever. Anyway,
oh my God.
let's get started with the questions. Yes.
Yeah,
So-
let's go.
Yeah.
While my internet's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before Silver
it crashes again.
Before Silver's internet kicks the bucket.
So, welcome everybody to Shooting the Breeze. We're gonna have a good time today. We got both Blitzgiita and Vanessa Wolf here with us today. It's our little name for our show.
Sure have.
It's
First
Welcome
question,
to
as
our
always.
chat show podcast.
Welcome to the
In
Thunderdome.
charge. You can
Welcome
go
to the
first.
Thunderdome, bitches.
Oh, they changed
The
the
hosts today are, of course, and as always, and always will be, Old Man Silver
changed everything.
and myself, Chachi. VT. Let's see. For the first
cutie
question,
Chach.
we have shush your face. I am not cute. The first question we have is, what is your favorite type of stream to do? Either one can answer.
Start
Want to
with
start first,
Blitz.
Blitz, or do you want me to go?
Yeah, first, I'm kind of memorized by the fact that like I just noticed a bug with the face mirror, and then the fact they changed the way you can change the volume in your volume settings. It's no longer at any level; it's only by 5. You can only go up and down by 5 now. What the heck? Why?
Alright, Vanessa, hit us with it.
You're getting distracted by
How
VR
dare
chat
you!
features. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, Vanessa. What is your
honestly-
favourite stream? I know you're back from hiatus to do streaming. After your
Yeah,
hiatus, so.
Honestly, anything like music related mostly is mine because I love, obviously, music is like the biggest thing I absolutely love as a passion. So
Mhm.
I
making the
thoroughly
music that I
enjoyed
do
your
on soundtrack,
music collab with Yami. That was really good to watch and highly
that turned out
entertaining.
amazing. I love the tracks that we made for that
Yeah,
and
that was
everything. Like
awesome.
Yami was so much fun. It was a nice vibe time to just like kind of chill out and just be able to collab with him.
Yami's great. He is Yami several
Yeah,
ways.
yeah.
Is awesome.
Yeah, but it was like no, like the music making stuff, and especially if I'm talking about like video game stuff with like a lot of the streams that I do with video games, Electronauts is like probably one of my most personal favorites.
Ooh.
Nice. I don't know a huge amount about Electronaut.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of it all too much myself.
Well, if you want a just quick little summary of what the game is, it's a VR game where
Yeah.
basically you're a DJ out in space and you just kind of take a lot of preset songs, you use the instruments they provide you, and you just kind of remix it however the hell you want. And it's really
What?
it's a lot
Nice.
of fun. It's a good way to chill out.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. That definitely sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
You have to play it on VR headset, or can you use it on desktop?
It's on VR only, sadly.
We do have a little thing for
That might
chocolate
be
milk
part of
points that you
the
can use to
sound.
Kirito to do licking tasks. Check out all the other messages that are there too.
The cool thing about it too, actually, there is a multiplayer mode where you can have another person with you, and you guys can just
Nice.
Ooh, that'd be
remix.
fun.
It's a lot of
Definitely have
fun.
to have a look at that.
I had a stream back in the time when we still need to do that actually one of these days. I think.
That'd be cool.
I think that's
What
been
was
like
that?
a long waited to like you and I to collab at some point, old man.
Oh yeah, we definitely will. We'll set it up. I'm sorry, at the moment I've been super busy.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Silver
Like I
has
understand your
tons of
situation.
projects
I've been
going
busy
on.
myself with helping this one with VCat and whatnot this whole week. so-
True.
I mean, on my
So,
own
I
channel,
definitely
I
have
haven't
time to
streamed
do a lot.
since Thursday, but I've been on
No,
streams all
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
yesterday
not
didn't
my
go
own.
bad, except for all that. Other than that, I had a good time by myself playing the TOF, though, so.
But hell yeah,
I would have
Okay,
Vanessa
we
joined you,
was
like
started
I
on that
said. I
one.
just had stuff, and I didn't know what was going on with your
What do you mean?
situation.
Don't get
If you shot me a
started on that
message,
game.
I
Don't
would
get
have.
me
Good
started
game.
on that game. It's terrible.
What do you mean?
It's terrible.
No, it's not! You can make your own
What
character!
game is that?
And you got the princess characters, and you also can make your own. And I've been using my own. Tower of Fantasy. It's not
That's
made by the
another
same
one
people
I
who made
haven't played.
Genshin.
It's
It's not
pretty
made by the
much
same people, it's a
like
whole new
Genshin.
company.
Right,
It's
okay.
not! Though, that's
Hey,
the thing.
The only thing that
Genshin was a
Hey,
game that
Wolf, how you
literally I
doing?
could not it could not get my
Welcome on
attention. I
into
could
the old man
not play
scuff
it.
corner. Hope you're doing well.
same with me.
Okay, we're getting off
Genshin was one of those
topic.
games
Alright,
where
shall
it's
we
like,
move on?
Yeah, we are.
That game's good, but we're getting off topic, so let's move on. We'll talk about this off camera.
So,
Yeah.
what's your favourite? What is your
Basil, do you-
favourite type of
turn into.
stream?
I see
we're
you
gonna be
have
like,
that,
We're gonna be like 30 minutes in this whole podcast, and next thing you know,
class.
Blitz and Chachi are gonna drop a portal to a courtroom just so they could debate about fucking Tower.
Alright, I'm the judge.
I'm the executioner.
Wait, that means you listen to me then. Because you don't get to do your job unless I say so.
Just
I think
blame
that's
yourself
all
on
in
battle.
charge.
I don't listen to your rules.
Mutiny!
The judge's desk is in bits.
Anyway. Alright, Blitz, hit us with what you got.
The favorite kind of stream? I was thinking about this. For a
Rasta, I
while,
see
my
you
favorite
seeing
streams are
Badger's new thing to do. His new video
Just
that he
any of the ones
uploaded.
that can really allow me to be as interactive as possible, or just like
Majority of your VR chat ones is
my
the ones
VR
you
my
have,
VR
like,
I was
majority
going to
has
say,
majority of my streams
watching
usually
your
with
VR
VR.
chat streams, you seem
Yeah.
happiest.
Cause I am like VR
that-
streams are my go-to because it's something that
Yeah.
allows me to be not only interactive but expressive and just as open as I can when playing anything on when I'm live.
I agree, it
I
works
can
as well.
Hmm.
It does
Where are the
work,
key
you get
features for
a
you?
warm, sort of happy feeling. And lots of laughs watching you play VR.
It's hard for me to find a
Mischief
game
in
Getting
the
a
like
little
cat.
that.
tiring because
I do wear myself out pretty quick because I don't know how to control my energy, and I like become a spastic cat in the beginning, and then towards the end I am like a lazy gator, just fucking dead.
lazy.
Just a little bit sleepy was what I got. By the end, you just looked a little bit sleepy, like you put all your energy into the stream.
Oh
think
yeah,
it
no, I
works,
really
huh?
do.
Yeah.
I really do. I put all my energy into every stream I do, and after stream, after I hit that raid button, I hit end stream, I am out for like hours.
Exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the
Literally,
feeling.
on average, Olvan Silver,
I
if
just
you like
shouted
spent
out.
time with us a lot more whenever Blitz streams on VR chat and everything, typically by the end of stream, all you see is like Blitz just in this position the entire fucking time for the rest of the night. Just all laying down. Just straight laying down. Just
straight
ready
laying
to
down.
fucking crash.
I'm like that though
Just sleep.
sometimes. We go to hangouts and stuff, and I'm always sitting in the corner. I have my spots in worlds, and I go and sit in them, and I'm like, right, I'm comfy now. I'm not moving.
I love VR chat. Hello.
I get
Welcome.
it.
That is
I
probably
totally
the worst way to say
understand
hi. But we are currently doing a
It's hard for me to
podcast.
find a
Nobody's allowed
game
in our world right
other
now. It's
than
just with
VR
us.
to like have as much fun in. Like recently, I found
There's a few
VR,
new
which
RPG
I
ones that have
really
just
enjoy.
popped up that look really good. They're built
Yeah.
inside VR chat.
Mm.
There's a couple of them. There's one I want to get. I want to get 15 people together to play. Well, there's two. You've already shown
The
me
world
one.
I showed you.
I've got one to show
Would be
you.
fun to see
as
you,
well, another
all
one
you guys
like
with
that.
us.
Yeah.
I'd love to
Yeah,
show you
would
guys
be.
what it's
You can
like.
check it out.
It's a nice game
Yeah,
world.
we can check it out.
A total of like 10 people can play.
There's
Four
another one as well that's
classes
got
and
like
other
12.
Yeah, I gotta see the one that you have sent me. Gonna show because I haven't seen that, but you've seen the one that I have shown you because it's like I saw Knight. My friend Knight gave me that world, and I was like, I love this
Knight
world,
is
and I
awesome
need
for
to see
worlds.
this thing happen because there's so many nice games.
Well, I can't wait. An RPG game, and it's in VR chat. I can't wait to see like.
Yeah, there are two of them. Well, we're talking about two different
Yeah, the Project
ones.
Einkrad. That one
Yeah.
is so
I took
so
you
well
to that
made.
world,
I can't wait
Blitz.
for that one. Yeah, I still haven't favored it. I'm just waiting for it to be updated to where there's actual progression in combat.
And monsters to fight
actually
and stuff
use
to
it.
do.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, no,
Mm-hmm.
dude.
Without
Once that
anything
game
to
is
do
fully
with,
finished and everything, it's going to be so. It's probably going to be like the biggest VR chat world
Oh
like
yeah.
to date.
It just needs to get.
And everything.
Once it's finished, it's just gonna need like advertising to get it
Mhm.
out there.
Well, it's not even just advertising. I mean, like file size wise, though. Like that thing's probably going to be like breaching almost like,
Oh, I
like
thought
a
that's what you
whole
meant.
gigabyte on its own.
Probably.
That could be. Yeah.
Disney, the Disney one I took you to the other night, that's about
Yeah.
500-600 meg, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's well
The
worth
VCAT
it.
ones are like the VCAT ones are usually massive. Like the New York.
The
ones
highest
Yeah.
one I've seen that VCat has hit is like 600. Yeah, that's like the highest
New York
I've ever
one.
seen
Actually,
VCat
I've
world
seen
hit.
one
That's
bigger. I've
about-
seen one that's 800. That's like last year's.
That's
I went
about
to the Aki
average.
Harbour one last year, and
Oh, that was the Mardi
quite
Gras.
big.
I know which one you're talking about. That was the Mardi Gras
Yes.
one. They went all out on
Mardi
that
Gras
world.
one.
Jesus Christ.
They did.
I think that's about average for like MMD worlds that have like a lot of songs and multiple
Yeah,
like scenery you can choose. They have 500-600
yeah, and
megabytes.
backgrounds and backdrops.
So it's just like VCAT has the same as
Well, the
MMD
major reason why
worlds.
VCat has
VCAT
such huge worlds is primarily because it's all the amount of animation that they do.
Yeah.
for, like,
Yeah,
various
and the
models.
amount
Thing
in
was
it,
here,
there's a
thing
lot of
was,
content
because-
in their worlds.
Yeah, there's a lot, and like I said, like VCAT themselves focuses on optimization with the companies they work with, and
Hey, Cherry
they
Blossom,
focus more
welcome
on
to
like
the old
promoting
man's
products and making
scuff
it look as
corner.
good and like eye-catching as possible. So that's where
Grandpa
the
Silver,
optimization
guess
comes
what? What?
from. So that's kind of where it like spans from.
Cool.
And that stuff.
Mm.
Man, no, like like I've been finding a few games. Like there's a few games that I had played
Nice.
other than VR, such as like what Minnesota was talking about earlier, War Thunder.
Yeah,
This,
well,
He
this
was
is
way
where
right.
somebody
watching
comes
you,
out with a
me.
War Thunder based VR game.
watching you
hell.
play War Thunder Blitz has now got me
You would not be able to
want
leave that game
download it.
alone, Blitz. I swear to God, if someone made a War Thunder based VR game.
I'm gonna download that game
Oh.
tomorrow. That's not a lie. I'm gonna download that game tomorrow. I am definitely
Low
playing
tiers-
that.
I can see there's low tiers and fun tiers, so low tier, fun tier. I'll probably, if you want to join in, whenever I'm playing on the stream, you're more than welcome to. Just know that
Thank you very
have to
much.
quick with that.
Yeah.
Those
No, that's
spots
fair
fill
enough.
up pretty quick. From
I was
whoever's
gonna
trying to
play
Yeah,
it.
no
I
shit.
was
The
gonna
minute, you,
play it on
the minute you
stream.
announce you're playing War Thunder for the day, it's like everyone comes in like the fucking seagulls from Nemo. Just mine.
mine. All wanna freaking come play.
Yeah, you always get that for games.
Some
I
games.
will say though, one of the best
Like-
moments. One of the best moments I had with
But-
your War Thunders that I witnessed as a mod was literally Allie flipped over and could not get up. Was Allie being flipped over?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Greedy, I could never find any
there
fun
was a
with War
moment on
Thunder.
War Thunder where a genie got stuck in my tank, got flipped over, and I was laughing so hard I couldn't even breathe. Like that whole segment was like highlighted. It's highlighted on my channel, so if you want to see it, it's there.
Watching you play War Thunder, there's a lot of you swearing at other people and shouting and that, but it looks like you're thoroughly enjoying the game and having a good laugh.
Yeah, I saw someone
So-
freaking get mad in chat in that game. I was just like, shut
Yeah.
up and play the game. It's just. I told him. I was like, why? I told him straight up, just like, shut up. It's just a game. Coming from someone that
Nothing
literally
wrong
gets
with
mad
that.
and starts yelling
It's
on
only a
stream.
True.
game. Why do you have to be mad?
I did make a clip of your.
What the fuck?
I did make a clip of one of your War Thunder streams. It was you pretty much busting through a wall and seeing somebody and
I saw
blowing
that.
them up.
I saw
Oh,
that.
somebody wants to be.
Just
Oh
knock down
my
the door,
gosh.
just bang. It's like, what's up, bro?
Just full Kool-Aid man with a fucking tank.
Somebody once told me the boy who killed them. Yeah, because I saw them. I was just like, alright, time to go through. They don't expect it. They never expect someone to rush that hard
like
in.
Kool-Aid
And then just...
man, just boom.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
Open
Yeah, just
fire.
like full
Taken by
Kool-Aid man.
surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of.
Oh, dude, I've seen Twitch spotted a
one
cunt.
game that
Good
does have my
day.
attention that I will be playing on stream more often is definitely TOF. TOF is a game that really has just come out of nowhere, and it really has gotten me. Like, I downloaded it like the night it dropped. I downloaded it when I got home from work at like midnight, and I didn't get off until like 4 a.m.
Wow.
Oh,
I was
no.
hooked. I have
That's it.
fucking.
But-
I'm in 2 servers. I'm on the Asian Pacific one because it defaulted me to it, which I wish it didn't. And I'm trying to get my redeems. I use in their back so I can use it on the NA where everyone else is playing, which is in Soul 3. That server. So I have my level in the Asian Pacific server. I'm level 24, and in North America I'm at level 25. So I put a lot of grind into it in a short amount of hours. I think total amount
You've
of hours I
grinded on
used
2
like 15,
characters
20
then,
hours.
effectively. The same character created on both servers. 2
Yeah.
separate
I feel like you
grinds.
just send whatever stuff you had from the one
Merge
server
them,
to the
yeah.
other one.
That's all I was
That's
trying to say. I asked
mail.
them, like, can I have a one-time transfer of data? They haven't responded back, so I'm like, I've given up on that. I'm probably gonna ask them, just give me my redeems back, so I can get my Discord redeem. There's like exclusive stuff from Discord you get, and I lost that to the Asian server. I'm like, can I just have that back?
And they
I just want that back, and
It
I'll get
probably
all there.
won't. No, knowing.
I have more
Them.
code. I have more codes, but they straight up won't let me use another one. You can only use it one time for the Discord one, which sucks.
That makes sense, though.
It should not. It should not be
kinda
like that. Like the
makes
codes,
sense,
like you're in a
though.
different server. But you're in okay. So nothing. Only thing that transfers over is your character's looks from different servers. Nothing else. You start all over again from 0.
Yeah.
Kind of
There's a
makes
few
sense.
games
Redeems,
that
if you
do
use the
that, though,
redeems in that
recently.
server, it should let you. But it doesn't. So it's just like whatever.
it's-
But I don't know
I
anything
mean,
because I've never
I
played
mean,
MMO
our
RPG.
one-time
Genshin is the same
redeem.
thing.
Yeah.
Genshin
Yeah,
was the same thing.
it's a computer randomly generated code that won't be valuable again once you've used it.
Yeah,
So
so
you
I
gotta
know,
get
but
me
no,
to
like Bob
generate you
sent
a
me
new one.
his, Kenny sent me his. I tried both of them. It won't let me use them.
Yeah, it won't let you use them because they're one off. They've used them.
yeah,
that's it,
you've
they're
already
done.
used one that's
Yeah, because it's
They-
based off
well, not
the
only
ID of your
yours,
email that's linked.
because
to
of that it's linked and you won't be able to use anybody else's code.
Bah, I just want that stuff back.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
I mean, we kind of
Yeah,
Wow,
answered
that got off topic quick.
question 2 with it as well.
We
What is your
kind of
favorite
answered.
game to play on stream?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to
Yeah,
ask
because-
Vanessa what your favourite game is to play on stream.
On stream.
I noticed you played Sea of Thieves since you come back in Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft has been a lot of fun, especially because like ever since we got the server running and everything, that's been really cool to like be able to hang out with everybody in Blitz's server. With especially when I'm
pretty
like collabing with Chachi or Blitz when I play it.
Yeah, and
anything,
you're all
but,
in there and you're all
terms of,
helping
like-
each other.
Yeah.
When I'm in there,
that
I'm just
one's been
getting
kinda
freaking either people throwing stuff at me, like giving me stuff, or they're just trolling me. I need to find more time to be able to be in that server, to be honest with you. I just can't find that
I already
time at the
fixed your
moment.
house
You-
up. Yeah.
If you go to like everybody else around the server, yes, a lot of them probably would like to just troll you a lot. But if you come around to like people like Bob,
need to see,
Vanessa,
like-
me, or maybe like some of the people that don't want to troll you, and you might have more fun.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear?
Oh.
Did you hear the demise that me and Chach happened to have when I moved to my new location on my house?
What happened?
So I
Was that the
saw
one
like
where
I was
we did
basically
blow
flying
it
around
up
the
with
spectator mode to
dynamite?
find like a cool place to make like a better house than what I had. Everything like something a little
Yeah,
more
I
fancier.
was,
I found a really cool overhang of like a fucking cave, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna build up there. I did so. Turns out that cave leads directly into an ancient city, and I had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you
Oh
call
my
it's down
God.
there, the warden.
So
The warden's
we're
underneath
we're,
their
we're
home.
living at
That's
the
the
very
best.
top of like a mountaintop, and then in a cave down very far below is this warden that's just like, yo, I could probably shoot directly up and hit them from miles below the
Oh,
earth.
the
You
warden
get
is
3
deadly.
strikes,
It's
pretty
meant
much.
to be an
3 shriekers go off,
unbeatable
a warden
character.
spawns. If they're not aggroed, they despawn in 60
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
So.
You know, me and
It's
Josh
something
just
to do
basically ended
with
up
the
exploring the thing, and
senses.
I immediately got
Mhm.
murdered by the warden.
Yeah. I have still.
There-
Gosh.
You can kill the warden, but it's not meant to be killed. The warden is meant to be an unkillable
Well,
character.
all
kill
you
it
can
at some
do,
point.
it's literally not. It's meant to be ran. The only problem
Yeah,
is, Josh, it doesn't
we
even
killed
give you
on
anything. You want to
stream.
know what it gives you?
What?
Everything
What
if
does it
you
give you?
kill him? It gives you 3 experience points. That's it.
That sucks.
He's not
It's
meant,
wrong.
he's
They
not
should
meant to
give
be killed.
something
He's,
a
meant,
lot
he's
No,
built
he's
to
not.
be ran from.
Yeah,
He's built to be ran
there.
from. He's not built to be killed.
And you can
Aw.
kill him and he'll resurrect anyway, or the others can resurrect him.
Yeah.
Not if you kill him since
Be someone like
eh.
I
5.
don't
and, like,
play
same we were
Minecraft
messing
myself, but I do mods for a lot of
around.
Minecraft
We someone like
streamers, so
5 at
I've
one
watched
point
a lot.
just to screw with each other.
But
Yeah, I was like, yo, who wants to play hide and go shriek?
I didn't go shriek. Oh my god. Dude, what if we made like what if we made like for a Halloween segment, we just like take it separate, like just plain, just like a completely like empty space, make a maze and put a bunch of
That's-
skulker
yeah.
sensors in there.
oh
I just-
god.
And see if
yeah.
people could survive in there.
But it has to be way down. You cannot put it on the surface. You won't spawn. It has to be down like at that level, the deep dark.
I don't
I know,
think
you
the
have to be in
sensors work.
caves.
I don't think the
Yeah.
sensors work in the air either. If you put them on top, I don't think they'll work. I don't think they'll summon him.
If you put a name tag on him, he won't despawn. So you can put a name tag on, put a lead on it, and pull it out of the deep dark, and then put it in a maze, and he won't despawn. He'll just be there. He doesn't burn to the. He doesn't burn in the sun. He's not an undead mob. So.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Well,
he doesn't
yeah.
burn.
What if he? Wonder what kind of name we would name
Yeah,
a
no, hide and go
maze.
shriek for Halloween.
So then you're imprisoning the warden in a maze.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Yep,
can
pretty
put
much.
one of
And
the
then
you
Kinda
you
like
turn
Maze
the
Runner.
tables on the warden.
Yeah, it's Maze Runner.
It basically.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, if I had to like properly answer that though about my favorite game to play, Sea of Thieves is a lot of fun. The only problem is that like it's not really good unless you have friends. If you're just doing a solo run, it can get boring
Yeah.
quick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it is. You gotta play with people.
But
Gotta
if
have
I
a
had to like
crew.
personally pick a favorite to stream, if I'm being completely honest, I think my most favorite would probably actually have to be. I don't really actually have a specific, honestly. I could just say like anything that I'm able to have fun with friends with and everything, because I don't like
That's
streaming
good.
alone a lot of the times.
Uh-huh.
So
I
just
get you
anything I'm
there.
able to hang out and have a group of people, it's like it just makes it fun.
Yeah, it makes it more interesting and you enjoy it more.
Now,
I get that.
Blitz has a little bit of a problem with this because he doesn't have very many games to play. Currently,
I have a lot of games. It's just I don't really have a lot of games that I see as like something I'm interested in playing all the time.
Mhm.
Minecraft, I kind
That's
of burned
fair
myself
enough.
out on that hard in the whole times of COVID because not much really to do before I got my computer. So I kind of played that on the Pocket Edition a shitload with my little brother. And yeah, I'm kind of just like I get on Minecraft. I'm just kind of like Garo in the sense of just boop 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 boop.
You just
boop.
do what you want, you just wander around.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of streamers that play Minecraft like that.
explore, have
And
fun.
Gora's definitely
I
one
don't
of
like
them.
that. I don't like I'm just wandering around. I don't feel like I'm doing anything. I'm just not being interesting. That's the thing that gets me in my head all the time. I'm just not. I feel like I'm always not being like
Interesting enough for the people
to
that are
watch
watching.
when I'm not doing something. Yeah, I always in my mind I'm always thinking I have to be doing something, which is kind of part of the reason why I burn out so hard on streams. I put so much energy because I'm constantly doing something.
Yeah.
So
You're an all-go
but-
person, aren't you? It's all
Yeah.
go or
Mhm.
nothing. It's all
Yes.
go or nothing
I'll
with
go or
you.
nothing. Yes.
I
Well,
get
it
that.
can be good. For long time streams, it's a little harder to do that. For like 12
Oh,
hours.
yeah.
God, don't even get me started on Blitz with Subathon. Oh no. That was. Oh lord. That was. I swear to God, Blitz. Like every other day, me and Bob would get a message from Blitz about how tired they were because of the subathon, because they were going for
How
so
many
fucking
days
long with
did
that
you
amount of
do?
energy.
How many days did you do? I'm sorry.
The subathon was a full
I'm
month.
being raided.
It was a
Hey,
full
month.
Harry, welcome to the Old Man Scuff
raid!
Corner.
A full month of the subathon.
Hey, Raiders.
Jesus Christ. Like, I would do that, but I would
And I made
probably do
things
that
worse
during
because I had to
September.
help
And then it was
Bob
a
with
24
like
hour.
collecting.
Hey, everybody,
Yeah,
thank
that-
you for the
24
follow. We're
That
doing
was
our
what I'm
podcast
meaning
today.
more, you know, like
Chachi
12-hour,
BT,
24-hour, long-distance streams.
Blitz,
It's nice to put in a lot
and
of energy,
Vanessa are joining us.
but you're
I
gonna
guess.
crash real fast if you're
Hey,
going 12
I
or
try to pace
24.
myself.
welcome on in, everybody. Hope you had a good stream, Yari. Sorry about that, everybody. I was being raided.
No, you're fine.
No, you're
Just
fine.
wanna-
You're
I was
fine.
just gonna say, if something is gonna happen, if one of us has that happen, just go ahead and hit the mute button for VR, so we're not talking over each other.
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah, I've got you on different
Yeah.
ones. Sorry
So I
about
was
that.
just like, it's fine. I was just
You're
like, I
good,
didn't want
you're
to say
good,
something,
you're
and you were
good.
talking, so I was just like, I was just like, okay, I'll just wait until you finish this. What was I saying again? It was
You was talking
Pacing
about
yourself.
Minecraft. And pacing
yeah,
yourself on
pacing
the stream.
myself. I tried to pace myself on a 24-hour. I just ended up like when we were playing. I think we were playing Prison Escape at one point. I really put a lot of energy into it. I was having a lot of fun.
Oh, God,
Sometimes I
Prison
lose
Escape.
track of myself, and I was just having so much fun. I kind of go ape shit and go crazy.
I remember
with
during
it,
I remember
so.
during that time I had to literally legit tell you to calm down. To like take a breather. I literally told you you needed a breather.
No, favorite game to play on stream is pretty much just VR chat. But yeah, I have other
That
games.
makes
War Thunder,
sense. You've
few,
got a lot of hours in
Minecraft.
VR chat.
I have almost, I think, 2,500, 3,000
Yeah.
already.
That's a lot of hours.
I know what it's like. I'm up to about 1,200 myself in about 7 months. So
I
I know
want to
what
get back
it's
into
like.
playing Disgaea and Battlefront. See, I have a new graphics card and everything. I can play stuff like Battlefront
God,
2
Battlefront.
on stream without it lagging.
I feel your
or
pain
frame
there,
dropping. I
Vanessa.
can play Fallen Order. And I can't wait for Outcast. Oh, that's gonna be fun. But
All I'm going to hear
like,
from Blitz
favorite
if they
game
start
overall
playing
is just.
go.
No, I was gonna, because you're gonna say something about me getting mad at Battlefront. I'm like, dude, I played it like closed beta.
I'm not getting mad. I'm not getting mad. All I'm saying is that if you actually decide to stream that again and everything, all I'm gonna hear from you is the fucking sound clip that I got from you from Russian Badger. If you steal my goddamn monkey Campbell, I'm gonna execute you.
I have that, by the way. I'm gonna put down. I have my sound pad. I'm gonna get set up later tonight with Snappy, so I'm gonna have that on my sound pad. If you steal my damn monkey camel, I'm gonna execute you.
Or that's another thing,
No,
you know?
Battlefront 2 is
I'll
one of those
save that
games
for
that I
later.
played I played it for
Now.
I played it till 2020, so like 3 years straight. If you saw me on your team, you would hate me, because I was the one that's always on first place. Always the one, like, just dominating the battlefield a lot of the time. I have one match where I got 237 kills and only died 32 times.
Damn.
Wow.
Now,
I'm gonna be a little
You-
slow in my
Real-
opinion here.
real
The Captain
quick.
Supremacy match went for 6 hours, by the way. 6 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was one match.
6
Captain Supremacy.
hours.
We won. Yeah, it was back when Captain Supremacy was first released. We were on
Impressive.
Camino. We were playing some Republic. The
Yeah.
Clone Commando was just released. Overpowered as hell. We abused it. I abused it. And we won at the end because you had my team, which is me and my friends of like 16 people. all in an Xbox
Yeah.
call, which it's 16 people in a call.
It's
Oh, God.
chaotic.
Yeah, God.
It is chaotic.
Yes, and then you had the enemy team. This probably was the same thing. So we were back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We're on the ground. We go to their
Losing
ship. Then we come back
command
down.
posts,
We go to our ship. Come back down to their ship. It was back and forth for so long. Then we finally had a double straight where we were on their ship twice, and the second time we took down their dreadnought. 6 hours.
Oh,
I'm freaking. I'm.
hell.
Yeah, and I had a game
That's
of back
intensive.
It is. In 2019, they were reworking Heroes vs. Villains, and during that time on Christmas, they brought the number to 35 for how much you have to kill the target, which is really dumb. So I abused it with Grievous when he was first released, because his abilities were broken, but his damage, if you hit the right star cards, you could two-shot anyone. Any hero he was two-shotting. He would three-shot Chewbacca, who's at the time had the most health.
Oh,
Over
Yeah.
god dang.
yeah, I got about 78 kills with Grievous.
I know.
Damn.
Yeah,
I'm
in
gonna
a
get a little
4v4
personal.
game, in a
If I can
4v4
hear.
match, I killed
Oh god,
That's
70
so
people,
low.
and I died 4 times.
oh, lag spike there.
I'm
So-
evil.
Mischievous more. I'm more evil.
It's gonna be a little personal
What?
Fuck.
and everything. I
Maggie.
personally do not care for the newer fronts.
Oh,
Am I fine? Is my thing better?
you're lagging a little bit. I do know that both Blitz, myself, and Silver have all loved having fun with Star Wars. Like when me and Blitz played Lego Star Wars
Yes.
together, we were having a blast going around, finding all the Kuiper bricks that we could.
We need, you could cheese it so hard with another player on that. We need to get back into it, though, 100% it.
It's fun watching you both as well play.
If Twitch was, if this was my job, this could pay the
Yeah.
bills,
Same.
I
Chachi
wouldn't have a
says the
problem
same
at
thing.
all.
Yep, if Twitch could pay the
I mean, it
bills,
used to
both
be
me and
for you for the
Blitz
longest
would be able
time.
to. Yeah, that was in 2020.
I'll be honest with you, Silver. It kind of feels like me and Chachi have kind of swapped positions.
kinda has.
With
But
Twitch. We kind of swapped.
If I want to say why, it's because the community that I had in 2020 all think I've changed really badly. They think I've changed to the point where I only care about numbers and the money and everything like that. So they all left.
Well, I can tell. I can definitely say that's not true. It's been a
Am I
long
not
time with
like it anymore?
Charge.
Am I fine?
No, you're fine.
No, you're fine now.
Mhm.
And Charge never actually
Okay.
talks about numbers or
Now you're
figures of
lagging
your
your
account.
buttocks off. I can
Yeah.
barely hear you over your piano-looking ass. But the old days
what
of freaking, oh my gosh, baby. The old days of freaking, Discord, just the piano sound they would make when you're lagging on, the mobile is... I'm like, oh my god!
What do you do to relax when you're not streaming and working? What's your go-to? Is there a game or something you like to do? We'll start with Vanessa.
I mean, when it comes to being off stream and everything, I kind of just play whatever I'm really in the mood for, or if somebody like Chachi's just chilling out playing Phantasy Star, I'll just join them on there and everything.
Yeah.
It's just whatever kind of sounds fun. If I had to pick one though, there is a single player game I've been touching a lot, that I've been playing a lot, which is really nice. It's called Anno Mutationum and everything. It's a very cool callback to the whole 2D side scroller kind of action games. Everything.
That
The
sounds
thing about it though
interesting.
is it's an interesting art style because it's a mix of, you have a 3D environment that you can explore, but every single character that's in the game is a 2D sprite. So it's 3D and 2D mixed together, and it's really interesting in terms of
Huh.
art style.
That does sound interesting. I think I'll have to have a look at that. I have to get a name again off the stream.
I can send you a link to it on Steam after the podcast and all.
Yeah,
that.
that would be brilliant. That'd be
Snappy.
brilliant.
Okay.
Camping.
What about you, Blitz? What do you like to do? He says
When
you
you're
play games off stream.
yeah, what do you
Do off. When you're not seeing who do you like to? Oh, what do you like? Wait, what was the question?
when you are not streaming? What games do you like to
what is
play?
your
What games are
yeah? What games
Yeah,
do you
what
like
do
to
you
play?
like
on
today?
Oh, excuse me. Oh.
Did skip one.
Right
but-
now, TOF, other than because I just like the whole aspect of the open world MMO, first one I've ever played, so I'm hooked on that for a while. Other than
That's fair
that,
enough.
chilling out here in VR or playing War Thunder, just grinding or just playing low tiers for credits, like Silver Lions, just
That's
having
fair
fun with
enough.
that. There's a few other games that I have been touching here and there, from the later Alligator game, which I want to go back and play that again because that was fun. It's literally a game about alligators.
It's perfect for you. Kind of like the one that I sent you.
Oh my god, no! That one part where it went from that game, it went straight to a Doki Doki simulator game. I was just like, what? We were all just like, what the heck? Oh my god, he's so handsome. So, I could not beat it. I've met you only get like 3 strikes in that like mission, and then you have to like start again later. I'm like, ugh.
Oh, that
I freaking
sucks.
could not get that. I didn't know. I've never played Doki Doki simulators before, so I have no idea. So, but yeah, it's just usually I'm just chilling on VR, or playing games like War Thunder. Now I have that
must
POF.
admit-
I have another game that I'm enjoying playing off camera, just sitting down, relaxing, playing, listening and watching the story of it. I'm finding a lot of bugs in it here and there, which kind of annoys me, but other than that, I love playing that game. It's like, yeah, those are my
There's
games.
always bugs of some sort in a game, and eventually they usually.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to talk about a game that's nice to play but is very buggy, talk to Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that from like one of my most critical clip. It was literally him reading someone's comment saying, "Is this game worth getting?" Then that is your
List of
question?
Well, I think
everything.
they've fixed. I think they've started fixing, or they've got fixed a lot of it.
Yeah, it's been a
Well,
year
They
and a
fixed a
half.
lot
so
of
they
it, but it's
fixed
very slow.
a good amount. But like the
They
game was
fixed
They fixed a
definitely
decent chunk.
definitely
fixed it
not
decent.
ready to be released at all. Like it should have
No,
been
no,
delayed
it was
2
a year or
years.
so
and it
too
would've-
I will
early.
say though, like,
would've been
despite
good.
like a lot of people hate it for the bugs. A lot of people hate it for the bugs, and I do understand it does get frustrating because some of them are like absolutely game breaking
Yeah,
Yeah.
and everything to exist. Everything
Some
and it
of them
sucks
are
when those
funny,
ones happen.
like-
But when you get like some of the minor glitches that occur in that game, it's just more fun than
Yeah.
anything. It's like playing Skyrim all over again.
yeah, like when
Yeah,
somebody's
well,
actually
Skyrim's
walking
like
down the sidewalk and they're just T-posing because they don't have any animation. I've seen that.
I have a
was like,
clip
oh,
when
God.
I was actually doing
When people
my
just pop
when I was
out
doing
of
like
the
my
wall.
whole like playthrough. When I was doing like my whole playthrough streams on mine, I was doing like a whole actual Let's Play thing of Cyberpunk. One of the first like notorious things that I wish I had like someone clip and everything when the video was around is one of the cutscenes that was supposed to be the whole intro cutscene. I got it completely broken to where I see a headless version of my character just T-posing down the sidewalk. And it was all on stream.
Oh my gosh.
That's
That
hilarious.
sounds hilarious.
It's like that reminds me of like you just in the first person in like a in a cockpit of a plane, any plane in War Thunder. You just turn around, you see like you see what is supposed to be a shrunken version or like cut off of shrunken version of your neck on your pilot's head. You don't see the head. You see what
Yeah.
is like a headless body. So.
Yeah. Yeah,
But do that in
if you-
VR. It
been
happens in
in
VR.
movies
If
for
you
that.
like clip into a wall and you like play space to look by, like look away or look through. If you look back, if you're close enough, your head just is like just gone. So you see your body, but you don't see a head.
That's
yeah, that happens a
weird.
lot in VR. I've seen a few
Yeah.
people who go AFK like that.
Oh yeah, when people don't have the the Zen mode turned on when they're AFK, and they just start walking away. Yet their headset is laid down, so it's just like
It's
the
spaghetti.
body part
Just
is
straight
moving.
spaghetti.
The bottom part is moving, but the top part is just like, I'm just gonna stay back
Yeah,
here.
it's dead still.
I don't like that. It's kind of something
Well, actually,
different, but
fun-
like, it's...
A fun little fact about the no clip where you just don't see your head in VR chat and whatnot when you do that. And everything. That's actually because of the personal space that with your visor.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you have it disabled, the personal space is actually still there. It's just shut off. But when you're outside a body, you can still see the cloak of it in your own space and everything. And that's why your head disappears in VR chat.
Ah,
I know.
that's what happens when I'm
It's
watching
literally the
myself.
whole
Interesting.
thing with Unity where like basically you just take the mesh and then you just click the little disable button to make it invisible. It's literally the same thing happens with the personal space.
Yeah.
Oh. So we did skip a few questions there, Silver. So I'm gonna go back and go with
You did.
what was the best stream that you
Stick
have
to the
had so
script,
far?
Josh.
What script?
Yeah, what's your most
Yeah, what's
what's your
good?
most
That's good.
memorable what's your most memorable and fun stream you've ever done? And why?
Can you open my
Mine
my
isn't
stuff?
really so much of a fun in terms of like normal regards. Mine, I think personally, would have to be the day I decided to stream before I went to a concert and everything. Because not only that was the day I actually hit affiliate, courtesy of this one over here and everything, but
You're welcome.
it was also the entire thing is it so conveniently happened when I only had like maybe like half an hour left to be able to stream. I had to get off, and then this one decides to raid me right as I have to get off and everything to go to the concert.
Yeah, I threw like 80 people at them. Like, I was just like, here you go.
It was just a lot of fun because that day I got to hang out with Blitz. I danced with Chach for a little bit and everything like during that time. It was a lot of time. It was a fun time to hang out.
The amount of times that people have gotten not been able to say my name at all has been hilarious. Ever
You're
since the
telling me
start.
It's pronounced all different
Blitzy- Okay,
ways.
Blitzo, Bliss, Blythe, Gaita, Guido, like what the fuck, guitar,
Gaita.
like
I just
Gaita. Yeah, I had
become
someone call me gay.
nicknames.
Just like,
just
what the
keep
fuck?
getting you
What the fuck? I was like,
nicknames all
what
the
the fuck?
time.
You can't even see the word Blitz. It's
True.
Blitz.
So, some of Old Man Silver's nicknames are kind of
like
hilarious.
German Blitzkrieg.
I just get nicknames. People just keep giving me nicknames. I've got Pirate Pet, The Godfather, Papa Silver, Grandpa Silver. I get called all different stuff.
I'm waiting for the one way someone says it in Spanish.
I'm going to ruin your name right now, old man. Like old man Silver. I'm going to ruin this
Razzo!
for you entirely. But I
Make
swear to
all
God,
the chocolate milk
first
you
time
want.
I met
Chocolate
you,
milk is literally my
like,
most
the
favorite
first time
treat,
I met
and
you,
my channel points. You
I'm not
may
even
have
kidding.
as
The
much
first
as you
line
want
that
here.
popped to my head was, "The future is now, old man."
The future's now. How many times did I teach you this lesson, old man?
The time is the present.
Oh my gosh.
Ah,
Well, best stream I've ever had. I'm trying to think.
Your most memorable,
Well,
the most fun.
hey.
That's the
Can
thing,
I
there's
kind
a-
of give
there's
that
a
away
lot
for
of
you,
them.
Blitz?
What?
To become your mod, because that was the same day that everyone broke you with donations.
That's true. Yeah, I think my best stream ever to date, what I've had the most fun with and everything, and just enjoyed the most, was the day I really just learned that like the community I've been growing is that much dedicated and supporting me and being here. and dedicated to breaking me in any way, shape, or form.
They did. They broke you.
It doesn't matter.
They broke
How
you
many
like
are
that
there?
one night, and then the
From
next day I got
20
asked to become your
to
mod.
200, it does not matter. From 20 to 200, it does not matter how many people are watching or there at that moment. It's the support that they show and how much they actually care of just being here and having fun. It's really what matters the most, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll say that. The day they started just breaking me, like when it's
They're
not
good
just that
days.
one. It's a lot of them. Like when this first time Steel popped into the stream, freaking just throwing a casual $300 at me when I'm playing Lego Star Wars. Like what?
Wow.
I remember that.
Yeah, he's
They
like,
obviously
he's like-
enjoy watching you play Lego Star Wars. I must admit,
I'm
when you
going
were
to
playing
regret the
with
fact-
Charge, I found it highly entertaining.
I tried my
What good mac and
best
cheese
as I
sound
can with what I had at the time. I had a 10 when I was playing it, he threw that 300 and was like, let's start it's like a little bit of a push to help you get a new graphics card. Because at the time I'm using a 1080 Ti. And thanks to everyone,
you were
I
having
got 3080.
problems,
I was able
weren't
to
you?
afford it.
That was when Charge was a Wookiee in one bit and just stuck in an area. Couldn't move for a part of it.
Oh
my
yeah, I
gosh.
remember that.
What the mac and cheese sounds like.
Yes.
I was lurking, I was watching.
And nobody can stop me.
God, the sound that Joe made was like, what is this sound? This should not be making this sound. I'm just like, hey Chachi, this is what good mac and cheese sounds like. It's
As R2D2 is hilarious.
Yes.
I was like, why does that sound so much like a mac and cheese when you're just mixing it up?
Oh, that was not mac and cheese. That's right.
Also, speaking of Blitz,
I'll have
hate-
my moments
I
of saying
fear
some
that the
lewd
fact is-
shit, but I will never make that the fucking focus of crap, okay?
Same here.
That's
Yeah.
fair
Same here.
enough. That's fair enough.
yeah. I'm going to bring up one thing though, Blitz, and everything, which is hilarious, and I hate at the same time, because I fear this is going to be the biggest thing I'm going to be known for as your mod currently, but during the VCat stream of when I threatened Doc to suplex him in a bed.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I remember that. So when's that happening?
I'm not actually going through that shit, fuck.
He's like, Doc, stop! I'll suplex you on the bed. It will.
I was trying to get him to fucking stop giving you donations. That was like the best threat I could come up with.
You threw like fucking how much again? I am donated $125 of that to St. Jude.
Aw.
still-
That's nice.
Because
That's
they threw
good.
like what, 60, 65 subs at me. So I'm taking $125 from it.
Doc by himself, he like literally gave you like I think like almost like in that one day I think he gave you like almost like 40 subs because I think he dropped like 220s on you on that one
He
stream.
dropped 220s and then another 10 if I remember. So he dropped like 50 or 60.
Yeah, so it was like 50 or 60 like subs in that one night.
How much is that? How
Yeah,
much
it's
is
just-
20? How much is
It's
20?
like Jesus.
20 is 100.
It's different
Isn't it?
currency for me. I'd have to work it out and then transfer it over.
Yeah, it's like $100
It's
for
no
20 subs.
use.
Yeah.
It's $100. You mean to tell me he threw
Do you
over
not-
$300 at me?
Do you not know that, Blitz?
If he threw, actually, if he did
Oh.
50, no, if he did like up to 50 or 60, that's almost about $500.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I did not know that. What the fuck? Jesus.
Because it's like, yeah, no, it is ridiculous. But yeah, no, Doc just threw like all fucking money. It was just like trying to get his ass to calm down.
That
What do you mean?
happens.
I was
I've
having
seen it
fun and
happens
he just
with a lot
started
of
throwing it at
streamers.
me. Like, what do you mean calm me down? It was
They were
when I
enjoying the
went to
fun.
see Bunny.
No, not calm you down, calm Doc down.
Oh, Zombie didn't.
Oh, I was gonna say he threw that at me to calm me down. I'm like, what do you mean? Throw that at me to calm me down, and then nothing was going on.
No, I was trying to get Doc to stop with his fucking spending.
You are,
I was
Doc.
literally telling him to Dave his
I wonder
money.
if
I was
it's
pulling a
gonna-
totless.
Davis money. Yeah, I'm taking a page off the Toss's book. Dave your money.
I don't think Zomi updated the model.
When I tried talking to them recently, freaking Tots, God, it's just, I don't know, that night, it was just, something was off with me that night.
Yeah, so,
I just couldn't talk. It just felt really awkward trying to talk to them, so I just really didn't.
last night, so Mesa, my model maker, me and her were hanging out in a private call.
You were meeting up for updates.
Yeah, we
For
getting some
bunny
of
outfit,
the
wasn't it?
bunny outfit updated and being able to be released, and adding something back from the old model that we had. My old dancer model. We're gonna have the bracers make a return that were on my arms before, where they can where they glow again.
Okay.
I want.
Oh
them
yeah,
gone.
I remember those.
It's kind of felt empty with them gone, so I want them back.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
I
There's
feel
nothing
that
wrong with
with the freaking this jacket, yeah, I toggle it off. I have like the bracelets on here. Before, like when I first we had the model updating everything with Shade a while back. We didn't have the bracelets. And he gave the idea, so I was like, yeah, let's go for it. Put some bracelets, like not make it so it's just kind of like just nothing there. So we put the bracelets on, and I like it. I really like the bracelets.
Ryan, you're a nerd.
Also,
Also, hi, welcome.
my left wrist, I'll like get the VP logo and put that on there for VP.
Oh,
Now you're
okay.
gonna probably
I
want to
haven't
get
been
that
there for a
whole earring we
while.
saw at the VCAT.
Oh, yes, I do want those. I like them. They're really nice. I like them.
that. So bringing it back on topic a little bit, what games are you looking forward to seeing? The ones that are due to be released or you've heard about in the future? Is there any that have got you interested?
Definitely Star Wars Outcast, if I remember that's what the game is called, and one that's supposed to be
It's the
sequel
continuation
to-
of.
continuation of Fallen Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
I'm very interested in freaking playing.
There's a bit of info about it, isn't there? But not that much.
Oh.
I think I saw
Yeah.
a video, a brief clip of little bits that they put together.
Yeah. I'm excited for it, and I'm looking for that. When that thing
Sounds
drops,
cool.
I'm definitely gonna play that. I also heard the Spider-Man game that's been only exclusively on PlayStation is also on Steam finally, so I'm gonna get my hands on that. That's
Oh yeah,
Nice.
it's going to BC. I
When we
remember
play.
that.
It's on PC
Oh.
finally. It already is. It's on Steam, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna get my hands on that. Finally, I've been wanting to play the game for fucking forever. I was not gonna get an Elgato capture card and learn how to use an Xbox, a PlayStation controller to freaking play it on stream.
Yeah, I wouldn't do
So
that
I'm gonna
either.
get that game.
That's way too much work
Oh,
for that.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'll do that for
I've got a
I don't
Nintendo
ever like
Switch
go back
games,
and
never used
but
it.
It's on PlayStation. That thing was a pain.
You got a what?
I've got a capture card, but I've never used it. I play everything on PC.
It's like I got an Elgato capture
I
card.
ha-
Like
I-
the freaking the only one you want to get
It's
for
just in
calculator
the
is actually
box.
gonna
I
be
haven't even
Elgato.
taken it out of the box. I've got an Xbox One and everything, but I've never connected them up to. In fact, since I got my new PC, I just bought all the games again.
dude, you should see Silver's collection
Yeah,
of
I-
games. Like
Ooh.
the stuff that he has is probably worth a fortune. To be honest.
I've got-
Oh.
I've got a lot
Unless
of
you sell it to
PS2
GameStop, because
games.
GameStop doesn't take shit unless
Oh,
it's like
no.
mint new.
Yeah, don't ever sell
Oh, no,
anything to
these are,
GameStop.
these are
Yeah, don't
like,
tell me
I've
to
got,
GameStop.
I think I've got about 8 to 10,000 titles on Xbox 360 with about 3 or 4 Xbox 360s. Got maybe the same amount on PlayStation 2 and other games consoles. I've kept them all and bought them all. When my friends and they were ready to trade in, I bought all their games and their consoles off them. Gave them more than what they'd have got from trading.
Mhm.
Ooh.
And I bought a lot of games myself. I haven't completed every one. I've still got loads of games that are brand new in packaging that I haven't played.
Look at Guns' picture, by the way, in your friends list. Oh my god, what is that I'm looking at?
I gotta see this.
Let's see.
Oh my god.
What? I'm just seeing who's online. I just see baby guns.
What about you, Vanessa? What are the games you're looking forward to that are coming out?
Yeah, what games?
Personally, for
Is
me,
there any that caught your eye?
like honestly, there's not there's not really much. The only two I can think of that I know of that's currently actually in development and is coming out soon that I'm excited for is the new MiHoYo game that's coming out. Everything, because that's like a huge callback to Honkai.
Interesting.
In my personal opinion, I loved Honkai a lot more than Genshin. I couldn't get into Genshin as much.
I can't get to it either. That's
Nobody
why, like,
can. It's not
CLF is
good.
completely different. No, I'll say that. I'm jumping.
Well, Genshin
Hey,
is
God,
just
you got my
waifus,
freaking
isn't
thing.
it, really?
Genshin, I
Um,
cannot get my.
Tower
yeah,
Fantasy
I
is
cannot
pretty
get
much
my-
the same.
get into it. No, it's not.
Somewhat the same.
I haven't dared play them.
We'll talk about it after stream.
You can actually play
Vince.
with your friends in this one and do like raids. I
I
literally
know.
joined Fire one night for
I
a raid.
know.
It was actually fun. It's more like Final Fantasy, but like Genshin
Oh.
style. Okay.
Okay, moving on. We're not gonna get into this debate
We
again.
pressed the button on that one. We pressed the button on that one. That's for sure.
You're gonna step on a landmine, little gator,
No,
and you're
but,
gonna have a gator pelt.
Back to what. Okay, back to what I was saying
Now
though.
I
is
cannot hear you.
the
I'm gonna
new
have a gator
MiHoYo
pelt
game.
first.
Okay.
Anyway,
How dare you?
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, the new MiHoYo game that definitely is coming out. Everything. But I think the biggest one that I'm anticipating that's coming out, that's in development right now, is God of War Ragnarok. I honestly can't wait
God
for
of
that
War.
to actually release.
I know a few people that have talked about that. From what I understand, I haven't looked myself yet. But from what I understand, that's going to be an
How do
awesome
you expect
game.
to beat me? I can, but he can. God of War Ragnarok.
Basil, that's hilarious.
See the memes
Doesn't look
now.
like a good
It's
game.
that same scene from
Can't,
Ragnarok.
but he
and
can
it's
walks
literally
over to
just,
Doom
hey,
Guy.
No, it's like the new Doom. It's like the newest like Doom game coming out. It's like over on top of like the guys to death in that scene. It's like, how do you expect to kill me or defeat me? And it just cuts over to like the creator, like the logo for the creators of God of War. He's like, I can't, but he can. It just cuts over to God of War Ragnarok. It just overlapping the character.
Yeah.
I can see the memes now on Twitter.
I'm gonna say right now, though, actually, speaking of Doom Guy, can I just point out that the fact that Doom Eternal was probably one of the biggest disappointments for me?
Oh,
What? Really?
I
Okay,
haven't
so
played it myself.
in Doom Eternal, in the way of gameplay, it's fun. It's nice. I love playing Doom Eternal, especially the single player. The thing I hated about it is the fact that they didn't add the invasion mode that they were promising, because that was like the biggest thing I was really wanting to I was looking forward to. I really
Really?
wanted to try that invasion mode.
You get that with a lot of games though. When they first say they're going to bring out a new game, they hype it up and they say all these features be in it, and
and
some of them
Some of
never
them are.
make it to the game, and other ones.
I know, but
Yeah,
come
how
along
many
in
people
updates.
want-
I was actually kind of hyped for it
Yeah.
because me and my brother being like huge Doom fans, like me and my brother being huge Dooms, like we grew up with the original Doom games.
Yeah, I love the
Everything
original
we wanted
one.
to like basically we were both gonna get our own copies of Doom Eternal so that we could just party up and just start invading people's
Yeah.
campaigns. We wanted to do that so badly when that was revealed, and it was just like nothing. I was so disappointed.
I don't
It's kind of like the whole thing with like Battlefront 2. Like they promised like I remember this from like people who were going to pre-order. They were going to give an attachment to the First Order Heavy Blaster. I forget what it's called, but there was an attachment that had a bipod on it. It will allow you to go prone. They were going to have the mechanic of
Yeah.
going prone again, like in the original Battlefront. The first one from 2004, not 2005, Battlefront 2. So they were going to introduce that. We were going to get a whole bunch of, like, we were just promised a whole bunch of
They
stuff.
do it with all
Very
games.
beginning.
They do that with all
But-
games to build the hype up again, especially with the
drop it.
franchises.
yeah.
And then they drop it part way through development or near the end, or it doesn't.
Well,
There's
no,
other
here's the thing
problems
that
it
makes it bad about the
becomes.
Doom Eternal one, which I hated, is because they still plan on adding it supposedly, but they aren't giving a release date.
It's,
How
our,
old
it's,
is that
it's
game?
already
Probably a
it's
hard
already been
thing
out
to
for like
work.
a year and a half, right? Or longer.
I know, And that's the thing.
It's
They said it
longer
would.
than
They were
that,
like
isn't it?
they were still wanting to. Basically, when it released, they said they were still working on it and they wanted to take more time to polish it, and then it was going to come out later after release. That's what they promised.
Well,
and then
think about
it's been a
it like
year and a
that.
half, and we haven't heard shit from it.
Think about it
It
like this.
doesn't mean it won't pop out, but it does sound like that one's been canned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about it like this. Would you like it would you like it nice and smooth, or would you like it cyberpunked?
Well, I know, but the fact that it's taken them this long to quote polish something like this, it is ridiculous.
No, it's like don't
Little
blame them.
bit.
Blame the netcode.
Now,
Oh.
that's the games for you guys, but me being a big variety type, I have an entire list of games that I could go down.
Oh yeah, you'll have a lot because you're always looking forward and talking about new games.
I'm
and
always
people
looking
are
for
telling you
fun
new
games, cool games, interesting games, games that I've never seen before, games that I've never played before, all sorts of games because I am probably the biggest freaking nerd out there.
I write lists all the time for games.
I have played games longer than both of you have been alive. Not more than Silver because, over 70, but,
I was about to say. I was about to say.
What?
I have played games for 27 years of my life. And I'm 30.
Nothing
I
wrong with that. I love
played
games. I've been
since I
around
was
since
3
the
years
start
old.
of them.
It's
I've played
funny
so many
sometimes
different
that I
games on
see
consoles and that.
that the years of my life of playing games have come to the point where I'm older than you guys who have like been born. I play games before you've been born, so it's just like I feel old. Which is nothing compared to like Silver, but
No, you're not old.
How do you think I feel? I grew up with a classic SNES for video
Atari.
games.
Atari
man,
and the
it's funny
games
here.
before them. This is probably
Oh,
true.
there's so many games, so many consoles, so many I've forgotten. And I'll tell you one thing with games, there's every year and there's always ones that are hyped up that turn out to be terrible. There's always games that are quietly brought out on the market. When you find them, you find out they're the best game to play. And there's always games where it's virtually impossible to complete them. But I love games. I think they were brought out originally to make people relax and unwind. And so I enjoy playing them like that.
That's why I loved Vala a lot. Like that was the game that based my OC off of. Vala was like basically it's a visual novel game, but you play as a bartender and you made drinks and everything. So there was a little more gameplay to it, but it was just
And
a
you
cool
got
way
to
to
know.
relax.
You got to know
Yeah,
the
and you
people
like
that
got to
come
know
in
your
as
customers
well.
and whatnot. And it's a very fun game
Yeah.
to just chill out, relax, listen to music, and just
But some of the
kind of
games that
figure out the
I'm
story of this
looking
whole
forward
game
to
world.
is one of them's actually coming out at the end of this month called Destroy All Humans 2. It's being remastered from
Yeah, you
Back
were
in
about that the other day.
Oh, the remastered, yes,
Yes.
dude, I remember that game.
be great. I actually sent you the trailer for that. It was hilarious. I still have the song every so often just pop up in my head. We have Slime Rancher 2, which might have co-op. Might have
Oh
co-op.
yeah,
I should try that game out. Flame Rancher.
It's a lot of
just-
fun and
I
I
have
would
called
enjoy
you
it.
a guy.
You and I
I
are
just
collabing on
wanna blow
that.
this
Dude,
song
I miss
up.
Slime Rancher.
I might try it out.
I like the fire slimes.
Yeah,
Slime Rancher's it's a very lax game. Very lax.
I can't help it. I like the purple tornado slimes. I can't help it.
There was going to be a reason for it. If there's anything in a game that's purple, Chachi has to have it or loves it.
Here's the thing.
I
in
have my own
personal
private cage
like,
room.
out of the first game,
Oh my god, you.
out of all the slimes that I had collected in the original Slime Rancher, I think the biggest one that I am guilty of liking too much was the tabby slimes. They're too adorable to me. I love the tabby slimes.
Tappy ones,
Oh,
the
the
little
cat
cat
ones.
ones.
The little cat ones. Yeah, the little cat ones.
They do.
Tabby slimes
They
are
are
so
cute. They are cute.
That and the Tanuki
Definitely
slimes.
for
Like, both of those
slimes
ones
as
are
well.
like the most adorable ones.
A few other
Yes.
games are Haunted Chocolatier, the successor of Stardew Valley.
Yeah, she was telling me about that.
I was telling about
I
it
can
last
never
month.
get into Stardew.
Those that play Stardew Valley,
I can't get into Stardew.
those that can,
I've never played
it
it
is a
myself.
game where you literally go to Narnia and fight monsters to get materials to come back and make chocolate. Because it literally has a wardrobe that has another world inside of it. So I'm calling it Narnia.
So it's
And I'm going
Charlie.
there.
It's Charlie in the chocolate factory combined with Narnia.
Exactly.
That looks interesting.
Wow.
It's hilarious. It's probably not gonna be that hilarious or like interesting for some stuff, but I am definitely gonna play it because it was one of the first games that I uploaded to my YouTube. Don't ever go watch it, please. It's embarrassing.
It sounds memeable as well, that game does.
If there's one game that I hope comes out eventually, which I've been single-handedly hoping for the longest time, I want a Code Vein 2. Like,
Oh,
so
really?
badly.
There was quite
Dude,
a few people
I loved
who were
Code
shouting
Vein,
for
like,
it at one point.
so much.
I've been waiting 5 or 6 years for Dragon Age. That's the game I've been dying for myself.
Another Dragon Age.
Silver's the next Dragon Age is like Silver's biggest thing. He has so many hours in the other ones, like it's crazy.
I bought so many versions of them, so many copies, and you're talking thousands of hours on each game.
You know, can I
On
talk about
multiple
something which is going
consoles.
to anyone who knows this game will understand my pain with this. Everything. I know Chachi for a fact knows this, but the fact that they've been like taking the time to remaster a lot of like older games and stuff for like PlayStation 2 era and whatnot.
Yeah.
Please, for the love of God, if there's one remastered, I would fucking kill to have. Bring back the Dark Cloud series from
Yes!
PlayStation. That would be the
They were not
best
bad.
fucking remaster ever.
They were
not
so much
bad.
fun.
They were not bad.
That was actually my first introduction to Catgirls.
That's a good introduction.
Dark Cloud 2.
That is a great
Dark Cloud
way of
2.
being introduced to Neckos. That is,
Yeah.
if you're
It was
gonna do it, you go
hilarious.
like that.
Mine was Final Fantasy, honestly. My first one with like Neckos and whatnot, that was Final Fantasy, like for sure.
Yeah, I actually didn't get into the Final Fantasy stuff until I saw Final Fantasy 10-2. So
I grew up
didn't
with 7.
play.
Like I was one of the people that grew up with 7.
Yeah, the ones before were apparently great, but I never got the chance to play any of them. But I will stick with 14 being my most fun.
I think most of the Final Fantasy games have all been really good big hits. And, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they stick with the same archetype for everyone, though. You know what you're gonna get
Yeah.
before it comes out.
With 14 though, I
And they're
literally was
familiar.
like, everything else is on hold, everything else is canceled, all streams are literally canceled, we are doing nothing but Final Fantasy 14 the entire week. I don't care if I'm a variety streamer or not, that takes priority over everything. And I love
think
and
a lot
enjoyed
A
the
lot of people
streams
have done that.
so much to the point at one parts of it I was literally crying and had to stop stream because of how
The only
story
thing that
went.
I always forever laugh about though with the Final Fantasy series is that whenever a new one is announced and everything, a new Final Fantasy to the series and everything, the first thing I immediately like always think of when they announce a new one is just it's going to be delayed. That's my first immediate response. It's always going to be delayed.
Oh, okay. Let's find some more questions because we did get immensely off track.
Yep. You
I
want
mean,
me
but
to-
that's the fun of podcasts, isn't it? To get off track and then
That is,
like
that
scramble
is
to
a
get back.
It is
fine
part of it.
one.
Is a huge part of
The
it.
fine wine of it.
Because
What's your
after all,
funniest moment from streaming?
yeah.
Go on, Charge. You carry on first.
Oh wait, crap! I'm supposed to. Oh no. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Ah.
It's not a good idea for
What's
me to
wrong?
do that. I was dying, laughing so much when I was playing Zenith last week with Spaz and Major. There was just a point in time where I had to take my headset off and like wipe away the tears because of how hard I was crying. We were just
There's some of the
we were
best
just
streams,
talking
though.
and messing around and saying stupid shit. I can't even remember all of it. I want to go back and just like clip it all because it was great. There's that. I have had funny moments like randomly pop up. Like I am not a very funny joke person. Like I don't try to make jokes consistently throughout the streams because I'm not that type of person. I am
You're
more of, like
naturally funny. You're naturally
we'll
funny.
debate
You
about
just say
that.
stuff at random time.
We'll debate about that. We'll debate about that. I don't know about that. But I typically, when me and friends get together to laugh, we laugh like crazy. There's a few streams where I've just me and my friends we've laughed so hard at stuff that we've said that we just start crying. Like for instance, I remember during my Christmas stream, no, my New Year's stream last year, I literally told Blitz to leave the world because he was what was going on during it. My friend Jacko literally came up and asked me if she could buy me a birthday present and Christmas present that was literally just a jacuzzi for my balls.
What?
That's literally what she asked. I know, right? I was like, I couldn't contain my laughter. I was like, what? What?
There's no way to answer that question.
It took me and my friend Major at least a good solid 20 minutes to stop laughing. I was on the floor. I was dying. Like, Jekyll's funny sometimes, but like some of the stuff that she comes out of her mouth is just cursed stupidity. And I'm just like, why me? Why did you have to say this on my
They're
stream?
basically like your version of B-Tap, honestly.
Oh, pretty much.
They come by every so often, and they've been a friend since 2018, 19 times, so...
Who's my B-Tap?
You already know the answer to that, Blitz. You don't even need to fucking ask that.
A bass?
I mean, they're one of them.
They're one of them.
I think they're more the cursed ones,
They're
though.
one of them
I
for
see
sure.
you more the Bruins.
What's your funniest moment on
I don't know if I
stream?
should take that as a compliment or an insult.
Yeah, Blitz.
A compliment, you dunce!
Blitz, what's one of your funniest moments that you've had on stream?
These are hard ones because of the fact that you know what goes on my streams.
Yeah.
What
Lots
was
of
the
people with
fucking
lots of
scene
stuff.
where like you and I were fucking absolutely dying at the same exact time? What was the scenario? I don't even remember anymore.
There's that one I was talking about the highlight of me just laughing my ass off because there was a Keeney that got stuck inside my Panzer 4F1 and it just got flipped over and I couldn't unflip him, so I was just dragging an upside down Japanese like light tank with me with my Panzer throughout the entire map. He was
Oh my
upside down and I
God.
was dragging him with me the entire map because I couldn't flip him. So I'm like, you're coming
You're
with
my-
me. You're my
you're-
puppy now.
You're my hostage. You're my puppy. We're gonna take you all over for a walk all
You're
over
my
the map.
mascot.
I remember
Well,
one of
there
my
was a
personal
moment-
favorites
there was
on
a
Blitz's stream.
There was a moment where like I was dying laughing on VR in VR that it made me like actually take my stuff up and just walk away. I can't remember what happened. It's
don't know.
hard to like it's hard to like to make a decision. Like which one was it you're thinking of?
I know.
That we both were just dying at.
I know one of the collective ones that we've made of like an actual just a whole funny scenario was when we all cloned the fucking bait Kira models and just surround Kira when they joined the fucking instance.
Oh yeah, I love that one. I still hate that people think that someone else started it. No, that was me. I fucking started that shit. I remember Spitzy went up to like someone else is like, yeah, they went up to me and said like, yeah, we I can't remember who they said started it. I think they said that Proto started it or something. I'm like, yeah, no, she didn't. That was me. I don't know what Spitzy said. Like, no, that was me. 100% that was me that started it because I did that just to fuck with Kira. Because I found that model. I've been trying to look for the model for months, and I finally found it. I got it just to mess with him.
One of my personal favorite ones that happened on your stream though was when Cyber and Smash started having an entire meme off with both their Abbies.
Oh no, yeah, they were having a meme off. I wish someone clipped it. No one clipped it.
That's another thing. These funny moments happen and then nobody's around to clip them. It kind of sucks.
No one
sometimes
clip
they're
them.
like that.
Because you forget to go back and
Or
clip 'em.
everybody's laughing so hard and
I
they
don't
forget
have time to go
clip
back
it.
and clip them. It's not that I forget this. I don't have time to sit and watch my 8-hour VODs.
That's true.
Your VODs are long. You do stream a lot of hours.
I do stream a lot of hours compared to people like Fizzy, Tots, Cyber, Lola. They go for like 2 to 4 hours. I go for like 4 to 6 or even 8 hours.
Yeah.
I pull full like normal job shift like hours, and it's. I work hard for this. Like I put a lot of energy and effort into this.
Yeah,
I
you
want
put
to get
out.
somewhere.
You do. It shows on your streams.
Yeah,
It
I want
shows
to go.
you
I
where
want
you
to
are,
grow.
you know.
I want to get somewhere with this, and
I would
I'm that determined.
Again,
But like,
it does
when
go
it comes
back
to,
to
like,
the point
I think
where
funniest moments, it's gotta be. Can I say one for like both War Thunder and VR? I guess since those are my like top 2 games I played.
Yeah.
I've
VR
had-
chat being like my main one, and then like War Thunder, everything else is like secondary. War Thunder definitely the moments where I'm just squealing out of complete laughter.
I've seen them.
What was it? We had a moment where we were charging in all in like Pumas. Yes, I remember now. It was my favorite moment with me, Umbra, and like 2 others, like Neko and someone else, where we're just running through all with like just Pumas, and we're just going around the entire map, capping all the bases. We're like, fuck the enemies, cap the bases. We're on Poland. We go straight to C, then we go straight to B, then we go to A, and then we go all the way back to
And
the
then back.
spawn.
Yeah.
And someone typed in chat, why are our Pumas just capping the bases? How do we... Why are our Pumas being so useless? I'm like, we're not being useless, we're capping it. Next stream I do War Thunder, I want to do a stream with some people from chat. Just come with me and make Greyhounds and just run around in 3.7 with them and just cap the bases. See how much bases, how long who can stay alive the longest, and try
See
to cap all the
how long you
bases.
can do it.
Yes.
And when
No.
she
I had someone I was doing that. Someone was like, "Why is there an M8 Greyhound? Why is there an M8 in our freaking in 3.7? Why is he only capping bases? How is he first on our team?" Oh my gosh! They can kill
I
Panzer
also
IVs.
think
You can
another
do
one
it.
was-
Just pounce on them.
I think another one on War Thunder that you absolutely died was when you looked back on the playback when Allie was stuck being flipped over. Just saw the other tank just
yeah,
look
she
at
got
Allie and then
flipped
just
over
keep
by
going.
an ally bomb flipped Allie, and there's an and then one of our teammates drove right past her, like literally right next to her, and just didn't give a shit and kept going.
Oh,
She's up there.
Wow.
Just did not help Allie.
Yeah.
The person pushed her over so she could get back up. No, he just kept going. Then the game ended. So, VR
But-
chat.
The
thing was,
It's
is
gotta
because
be
you're
like the freaking which one was
no
it?
worries, Killing. You have a
I'm trying
good
to
night's
remember what
sleep, buddy.
exactly happened, but I was on the floor just laughing my ass off. I think it was.
I wish I could remember too, because I remember that.
Yeah, it was,
I was in the
I
instance
usually
when it
hate, like,
occurred.
like no one, yeah, like you were there. No one ever clips this stuff, and I really hate it. I really do say it. I've been trying to find. I'm trying to find someone who could be a designated
I know.
like clipper, like someone who's always in the streams, and I can rely on to always clip something when something funny, stupid, or hilarious, or just dumb happens.
So
We need your own cookie. That's what we need.
there is something now.
Your own cooksy.
What's that? Or who is that?
Cooksy's a famous clipper.
Mm-hmm.
They lurk on
He's
Twitch
a
and
famous clipper
VTuber
that
streams.
pops up in a lot of
Cool
people's streams
person.
and everything, and gets.
Lilac as well in the other group. They're all really cool.
Yeah, I guess I need one of those. One of them.
Cooksy's funny.
So there
Oh
is something out
gosh.
there now that is in beta, and it's own and for the Twitch streamer, and the moderators can even activate at the same at their own will as well. It's called Moments for the Twitch. I do believe I linked you it, Blitz, because I got access to it by beta. Basically, they work the same as clips, but they give the people in chat that are there for the funny moments a badge of honor. So they literally have their own badge there for how many moments they've been. Like Killing right here in my
Nice
chat,
coming.
he has a badge that proves that he's been there with one of the funny moments, or a moment that happened that was funny or interesting or something in stream. You literally see it.
But if the badge
took
goes
one
on
with
your
it, I
channel,
still
have
laugh
they
at it.
extended it then? Have they added an extra badge slot, or is that going to replace
Oh
one?
no,
I don't think
it's
I have that many of those, that's the thing.
it's a feature that you see right next to their name, so it would add on to the ones that it's not with
Oh,
any like
different.
badge or anything else. So you can see my chocolate milk, how long the person has been subscribed. You can see them that they're a moderator, and then next to them you also see the moments one as well.
I
Right,
have a
instead
clip
of
you
like the
where
big
you
diet
were
train
like.
or something else.
Oh no,
I
if
don't
you
remember.
had
I
the
think it was Wolfie,
bits
but
one,
Wolfie had that whole
I
like
think they'd
thing where
be
they're
right
able
next
to
to it
toss
too.
like various ball things, and Wolfie
You're
kept tossing
talking
them at
about
your head.
when Wolfie got
Interesting to
like
see.
invisible.
Hmm.
I'm watching a freaking frog car go away. I'm laughing at it. I get hit in the face by a ball and I scream.
Yeah, exactly. And I labeled it distraction,
And
and,
then-
I still laugh
And
at
then
that.
Angel
And that was in
took
VR,
that
was
later
it?
on freaking edited it. It's on Twitter. Yes, that was in VR. It's on Twitter of them just like there appears to be an alligator in danger. Beep 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 beep. Ah! I was like, ah!
So
Yeah,
Just
it was just like
over
the
and over
perfect set of
again.
distraction because you're getting distracted by this frog car just going and everything, and then just immediate soccer ball like straight to the face as you look up.
Yeah, and I would say I guess just throw this out to the most embarrassing or like flustered moment I've ever had on stream was whenever Wolfie was like,
Oh, the fucking
He-
squeal!
yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He straight up pulled the whole like anime moment of like the guy
Like
putting his
pinned
hand
against the
like,
wall.
like pinning the girl against the wall. I was against my door, and he went like
The
he just put his
romance
hand and
trope.
got real close, and I fucking freaked out.
Here's the thing, that probably wouldn't have happened if I didn't make the joke that I did with my soundboard at that moment, because I did the fucking ada on my soundboard, and Wolfie immediately responded with doing the slam. Like on
another funny
Wolfie
moment
could be.
that I had was when I was playing the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners game for VR. Good game, lots of fun. I had a bow that I had crafted. I had explosive arrows, so I was like, let's test this out on one of these guys that are walking by here. I shoot the bomb arrow. Unknowing to me, I didn't know that he had a mask on, and I was going for the head. The mask just bounces the arrows off, so I was like, it hit him and just started flying,
Oh, no.
doing flips and going away. And I was like, oh, my bomb arrow. But the funny part is, the arrow lands right next to one of his teammates, and they're just like, oh shit, and start running, but before they can get away, like they take 2 steps and explodes and kills them. And I just fall over and just start laughing. I couldn't help it. And then my friend Chingo made it a much
Honestly, I don't think I
better.
really have like much of a funny one on my streams that I can remember that happened.
That's fair enough.
I mean, other than this various cyberpunk glitches that I had that I would fucking laugh
Yeah.
at, I didn't really have much that was like super memorable.
But then the cyberpunk ones were, I should think, were hilarious. A lot of people when it first come out were playing it, and there was some amazing things happening. And people were laughing their ass off for ages over it, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. So next up we have what stream do you find the most entertaining to watch yourself when you aren't streaming?
Yeah, what type of streamer and what sort of stream do you like?
Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go.
No, what do you mean here we go? Because all I can really say for this now, like back then I enjoyed watching smaller streamers like Chachi.
It's okay, you can say it's me, I know.
Shit.
I know it's not anymore, I know.
Egotistical much there,
Yeah,
Chad?
use it. Lo egotistical de you getting there.
But you know, it used to be chill. But as a chilled streamer, I know that other people with more energy are more fun to watch.
The thing is, like, personally for me, I don't really have time to watch a whole lot of people, so I typically just stick to the people I know. Like, because it's like, I watch Chachi a lot and everything, because that's, like, nice downtime, but other than that, I'm stuck modding Blitz half the time, so I don't, like, I don't really get to watch a whole lot of other people.
I'm sorry, full time.
Alright, full time too?
Bye.
Outside of that, I think the only other person
No,
I
like,
can say that I enjoy watching is another streamer that I kind of became friends with. Their name is Loki Lux. They do a lot of Valorant and everything, and that's kind of where I'm at them.
Yeah, like for me, it's just like it was you and Knight, and then it got to the point when I started doing my own streams and stuff that I just don't have time to watch anyone anymore. Like I'll pop in for friends occasionally and like mess with them and chat, but then I'll like pop out because I'll be busy with my own stuff. And then I start my own stream. Then I'm dead afterwards, and I have to go get some sleep.
I know the
You haven't got
feeling.
enough time in the day.
There's not enough hours in the day to watch
Even when
this
I do
stuff.
watch the streams, yeah, 90% of the time for me, I just lurk on streams anyway and just keep it as background noise because I'm typically just working on something at the same time. So I'll just be
I
like,
do that.
whatever
I've
I'm
got
doing,
streams
and I'll
on
just
the
have like
Yeah,
that as background noise.
Yeah, I've looked.
Like that's the thing for like me, like when I was watching Chachi and Knight, like I just had y'all's background for when I was doing my schoolwork. So
Which feel free to do again when you're back at school.
but no shit.
Always
We'll have to
chillax
see.
time around me.
Yeah.
comfy streams.
I've had people get mad. I've actually had people get mad at me. It says I'm messing with my tassel here, so I get distracted easily.
It's okay.
You're
Or
fine.
as
fine,
I
buddy.
think who was it? Steel dubbed it yesterday. Oh no, Blitz just suffered some ADOS. Was it? What's the A for? Fucking
Attention.
attention deficient. Attention deficient. Deficiency. Ooh, shiny.
Ooh, shiny.
Blitz suffers from ADOS. Attention deficiency. Ooh, shiny.
I just want to say though, if there was one like more funny moment in terms of like looking back at it, not so much in the moment, but like when you look back at it and just see how stupid it was, our fucking Pico Park stream, that was nothing but chaos.
Yes. That was the most chaotic stream I've ever had. It got to the point where like even I got quiet, but everyone's yelling. I got quiet, and you know what I was doing?
Yeah.
I straight up grabbed my phone. I was like, I want to order a pizza. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you like in the middle of the
You just-
in the middle of
you just
stream, you
hear-
started ordering pizza.
I pulled a Vanos. I pulled a fucking Vanos. I was just like, I'm ordering food. I guess.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah,
was
you
like
hear all
it
the
was
fucking
so.
you hear like Nathan and like you hear Rose laughing. Like the fucking soundboard laugh she has.
The
You're
little
Kenny
clip of her
talking
laughing that she
loud.
always uses.
Nathan yelling to his mic. Marge talking, and then you just got
Malo's
me.
just hardly saying shit. You got Kira
no,
that's
when
like
Malo-
trying to like.
Give it time to talk. And then it's just me. Just Oh, veggie. I'm trying to get veggie pizza. That sounds nice. Oh, maybe.
Exactly.
No way,
No, and it was just like at the time, all of us were just getting like, all of us were just getting so fucking like. All of us were like just getting so desperate to get these missions done, like in the middle of all that chaos, that like by the end of it, like I looked back at that stream and I'm just like, I just looked back at that stream and I'm just like, what the fuck were we all doing?
Yeah, we all uninstalled the game too at the end of it. I uninstalled, Nathan uninstalled, Rose uninstalled.
I literally started a trend by the end of it of all of us uninstalling it just because I said we are done with this game, and to signify that victory, I am uninstalling this game live. I literally started streaming my screen on in the call, and I was just like, I just uninstalled my thing, and I was just like, this marks our victory of this game. I'm never touching it again.
I like it was fun. Pico Park was fun.
It's fun, but there is lots of frustration with it.
Kira didn't like how I was so like rushy with it. Like he was taking his time. I'm like, I would jump over him every fucking time just to get in front. As far forward as I can compared to everyone else.
And like 90% of the time, if you look back on the stream of the Pico Park, you just hear me and Kenny yelling at each other like the entire fucking time.
And I was ordering pizza, which it was good. By the way. I got
like 90% of the time, you either just heard me say Kenny
so
or
I just got
Derp.
I got two stuffed crust and a veggie.
Like I swear, if you just release that as a video.
Why is it crazy combo?
If you release that Pico Park,
like without the sauce, it's the same price. The sauce costs like nothing. For some reason, if you get crazy combo.
No idea.
I don't know. I love Little Caesars, Detroit pizza.
I love.
I'm a Michigander.
Crazy bread is true.
I like this stuff, crazy bread.
Me personally, I don't really like the crazy bread, but that's just because I personally like out of all breadsticks, I love Pizza Hut's the most because of the amount of seasoning they put on it.
You gotta out Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut's the only one I've had over here.
I don't know, Pizza
I don't care for their pizza much, but
Domino's
Pizza Hut's
is so
bread
overpriced.
nice.
Like three personal sized pizzas because my boss freaking ordered three for us, just like for me and like coworkers. We all got our own like.
Okay, so fucking the place where I work, okay, vending machine repairing. Around the corner, there's a Domino's there, okay? And when I go there,
because I saw you freaking out. It's like, are you okay?
I want to tell this story because I've asked you this.
Sing down. You don't need the shake and jack.
I'm gonna get this one. I'm thick, not strong.
Like, I was just gonna finish up by saying like, freaking 3 personal-sized pizzas from Domino's. Guess how much that cost? Just guess how much the personal pizzas cost. Those like really small ones.
I want to say
as well. No,
$9 to $10, something around there.
Not even close. It was $34.
Oh Jesus!
Random wax bag.
Yeah, that's why I'm never gonna go to Domino's. It's way too fucking expensive. Papa John's is in the house. Oh,
don't worry about it, Russell. Anyway,
it's Detroit pizza. I'm a Michigander. I gotta stay hometown stuff. So.
There's one pet peeve that I have about Little Caesars, though, if I can say it, is the fact that they upscaled their $5 hot and ready.
You will Razzle, the more you watch my streams, the more you'll realize I'll have these little moments that are just like, why are you doing this?
It's $6.
Yeah.
It is $6. It is no longer $5 hot and ready. It is $6 hot and ready.
It's hot and it is ready. Is it good? It is hot and it is ready. Take it or leave it.
Okay. So there's a Domino's around the corner. I go there and I order breadsticks. They don't have breadsticks there. They have these little bread twists. They're not even bread sticks.
The little nuts, yeah.
The garlic nuts.
I'm like, those are nice, but I want breadsticks. They're like, no, you can't have breadsticks. I'm like, I despise you for all eternity.
Why?
I have no idea, but a pizza place that is supposed to have some breadsticks, no one is refusing to give breadsticks, and I'm just like, I want to punch you in your face. I want breadsticks for freaking lunch. they don't have it on the menu for that specific
But
Domino's.
they don't own breadsticks. That's the thing. They only have knots. They only have knots. That's it.
They only have
They
knots
never
there,
had
and I'm just like,
breadsticks.
why? Breadsticks are
Little
so much
Caesars.
bigger. There's not one near my work. I would if I could. Trust me, I would be going to Little Caesars for the breadsticks every day if it was right next
I
to my work.
get I get the crazy sauce. It's literally just pizza sauce, but it's still fucking good.
It's cool.
People, obviously, people. I'm guessing, like, if I was streaming, people would like, try to be like, arguing to me, like, why would you get the crazy sauce? It's not fucking worth it. It's just tomato sauce that you put in the
It's
pizza. I'm like, I
still
know it.
good.
It still tastes
Tell
delicious
me
with
it's
it. Still
bad.
good with it. And they give it to you for free.
I actually personally don't like
$3.99 for crazy bread and $3.99 for crazy combos. So there's no difference in price.
It's okay to not like it.
Josh just
You
gave me
can't
the
say it's
fucking
bad.
death stare when I said that.
What'd you get?
I'm
What'd
not
you
saying
say?
it's bad. I said I personally don't like it. I don't like the crazy sauce
Crazy
just
bread?
because for me it's a little
Oh, crazy sauce.
crazy sauce. I don't like the crazy
just
sauce
making
because
me
to me
hungry.
personally it's a little too blandish for my taste.
Oh.
That's fine.
Making all my
But
server
no one can
hungry.
say that it's bad.
As much
Yeah,
as it's
you're
one thing, I'm
making
just
me
like seeing it, just
hungry.
like I can't. I need to stop with like eating like stuff like this, or just dial it down a whole shitload of like eating stuff. I need like
probably
tomorrow
won't
when I get off work, I'm gonna try to remember to buy like romaine lettuce and tomatoes and stuff, and like go home and wash it and like water and vinegar like mixture to like clean it.
Actually, make some.
Cause people are like, oh,
salads.
where's that, like, where's the vegetable spray thing to clean it? I'm like, that exists? I thought you just put it in water, you rinse it in water and put it in a vinegar
Yeah.
solution to, like, let it, like, get the pesticides and stuff off of it and kill bacteria.
Okay, before Blitz gets hungry and orders food, shall we move on to the next question?
I'm not going to order
Yeah.
food. I'm not going to. What I'm trying to say is, like, I need to start fucking eating healthy. So I'm not gonna fucking order
I'm
shit.
making
got
a joke,
this.
Blitz.
I got
Calm
this.
down.
I got this. I got this. If you could change
No, you're
anything
not a
about
cat, you're a
Switch,
gator.
what would it be and why?
Ah.
Yeah.
If you could change
If you
anything
could
about
change
Twitch,
anything
what
about
would it
the
be and why?
Twitch system,
Oh. I'll let you go first with this one.
Personally,
That's
the only thing I could think of as I wish is, like, do a better job at detecting bot accounts, please. Because I'm tired of that popping up in
Yeah.
chats.
I got bot rated yesterday.
yeah,
Like, 10 bots. I caught who it was instantly and banned them immediately.
but they all get.
I saw the
you,
name.
You see bot raids on all the others as well. It's not only
Yeah.
Twitch. It's just
Yeah.
that bot. Everybody makes bots, and then it's just a part of the internet.
I got rid of them
Unfortunate.
real quick, by the way,
Okay.
yesterday. They're gone. I got rid of them real hard and fast. I was like,
I
fuck it.
did-
Why do people do that?
I did
I see
get a
people
new
do bot raids,
list.
like, they're just like, they just have nothing better to do in life and just are just lazy.
Yeah.
They literally have nothing better to do, I guess, and want to
Yeah.
see others suffer because they can't do well themselves. Because
Yeah.
they just
Mhm.
can't freaking put effort into stuff, I
Sucks.
guess.
I don't know
Sure.
why they put effort into it. but
You put
they
effort
do.
in making bots when you freaking could, I don't know, be making money off of programming since you can do this kind of shit. I don't know.
Well,
I'm trying-
that's the thing. 90% of them can't because they just buy the bots. That's it.
Okay.
They buy the bots so they can do it.
So I don't know if you got hit by
Yeah.
the same bot group that I posted, but I did post in my mod chat where a whole bunch of bots.
What was it?
In the collaboration one between me, you, and all the others, the one that's
Oh.
been really, really fucking quiet. I posted in there.
Yeah,
in the
I don't know
general-
why it's so quiet.
Me either. But I posted in general there just
Exact
a whole
same,
bunch
exact
of bots.
same one.
Yeah. Okay,
10
so
of
that's
them,
the one that
exact
hit you.
same one.
Okay. Yeah, that
I
my
banned
friend
the
sent me
guy
that.
earlier.
Y7 sent me that, and I was just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna start go like,
Y7's super helpful for that sort of stuff.
I sent
He
them
pops up in my
to
chat
everywhere.
and bashes them.
I sent it to
I banned the person
killing.
who did the bot raid. The bots themselves, the accounts get deleted after like 24 hours. So I didn't even ban them. I just removed them. I removed their follows. There's a way you can do that. It's through a website that's connected with Twitch.
Oh.
You can go through and you can go through, search for put in a filter for bots. It will look for accounts that are that have been known to be bot accounts, and you can just remove the follows.
That's nice.
So yeah, removing them, the high number of follows and then loss of follows did hurt me on Twitch. At that moment, it did hurt me because that means you gained followers, but you lost them that fast. It means he didn't like you, so you're not gonna be advertised much. That got fixed from people following later, a large amount of people following later on that night, and the fact that literally after that, everyone hit me with a level 4 hype train. So I was just okay, that balanced that out. Okay.
You hit me. You started one of those with me.
What are you pointing at me for?
You started one of those on my channel not too long ago.
I can't remember who did it. Someone started.
I did not.
Yes, you
never.
did.
It won't be me.
What was it?
Yes, you did. You and the others started a hype train on my channel not too long ago.
The VCAT ones or what?
You major.
I don't do that.
Others.
That's not me.
VCAT one was because of it wasn't because of anyone.
Never.
VCAT one was
I never caused chaos and hype
I
trains.
remember
Never.
you said hype trains, and then we just exploded. I'm like, oh my god.
No, I remember. No, I gave you bits, and I just basically said sorry, not sorry, and then somebody took that as let's start a hype train, and everyone just started going.
Yeah.
I start bit wars
That's all that happened. Is I gave you bits just saying sorry, not sorry, and everything, and then somebody else brought up hype train.
And give us in subs. Doc is in almost 300, not already 300. Let me check.
I don't think for a while that anybody's gonna pass Immortal in my channel. 1,875 subs.
Jesus
That's
Christ,
a lot.
Immortal.
He's part of the
Also, there's quite a few of them that do.
He's part of the group though that left
Yeah, Doc
my
is at
channel and
333.
don't really care anymore.
Subs. Jesus. Doc will pass that eventually.
I'm sure there was somebody
feeling.
later on in the future that may surpass them, but it's gonna be a while.
But for now, it'll
Anyway,
be a
but
while.
I want to bring up something a little off topic because I reminded this when we were having the whole bot talk. But can we quickly just bring up the fact of how hilarious it is that Twitter's getting mad at Elon Musk now because he backed out a deal of buying them?
Oh,
I haven't heard that he backed
yeah,
out.
that's news to me.
Yeah, no, he backed out on the deal and everything for Twitter and everything, and then the minute he backed out, Twitter
Yes,
got
everybody in
pissed
the
at him
lobby is cute
for
except me and
backing out
Silver.
on it.
Oh. Yeah, but didn't they ask for crazy stuff?
You're my nightmare.
Now, when they wanted
So release
certain
your
things, they run with the kid.
Kenyana,
Yeah,
oh,
that
hello,
was
thank you for
more-
following. Welcome to my night parade. Hope you're both my happy little yokai
I don't know
family.
the whole reason as of
Wait,
why, but yeah,
wait,
no, I
did
just love the
hear
idea.
Kenny?
What?
Oh, it's
I heard a
Kenny.
I heard a Kenny.
Hi, Kenny.
It's Kenny.
Is there a derp? Please tell me
There
there's
is a derp.
It's a derp. It's a derp. Kenny will.
Welcome,
Kenny.
Kenny.
Well, yeah, that's definitely him, Kenelo. me and Snugs, and everything. When he made his Twitch account that name and everything, we all gave him shit. We all gave him shit because of that, because he doesn't say oh whoa or ooh. He's never said it in his life, but yet he made that his Twitch name. No, he doesn't say it at all, and yet he made that his account name, so we gave him shit for it.
He doesn't say it. Okay. Kenny, how dare you not say hello?
Which me, Vanessa, and Kenny want to play Ruby Grim of Crypts sometime soon.
Yes, we still gotta do that.
Yeah, that'll be a fun stream to do. Killing Grim is a lot of fun. I can't wait.
Actually, I
for
could
the new
switch my
Ruby Grim.
Minecraft one for this week with that. Honestly, I'd be down.
Oh, but I saw your schedule. Minecraft is on my day when I'm playing Zenith. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, you're playing Zenith that day? Aww.
But
I'm wondering if I should actually reinstall Zenith. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of people are getting back into the game, and I'm just like, should I get it again?
if you do, me and my friends are playing on Gargoyle. We're doing that every Tuesday since it's a VR MMO.
I'm not at all I'm not at all super far in that story. I know that much because I played it back before even like the whole like ninja-esque kind of class was introduced.
That's not out yet.
Well, before they announced it is what I mean. It's like before they announced it, that's when I last played.
Yeah, I remember playing it back in its alpha and beta form. It was a lot different. I was one of the backers.
I don't know. I might have to take a look at it. The only thing that I found kind of decently fun and cool about it was the cooking. When I played it.
I don't
know, but
anything you would change about Twitch?
I'm trying to think. I was thinking about it this whole time about like what really do I think would I like to have changed with Twitch, like with everything right now. Definitely one thing that they changed recently did give me the scares, and that's the whole dress code pretty much. Just like feel like I'm back in high school with doing this. It limits creativity with that kind of stuff and everything.
Oh, you're talking about the refined TOS.
Yeah, they refined it, and I had to sit there with like Proto and Frosted one night just to go over and to make sure like I didn't have to like redo my entire outfit.
I was worried about my model because of the like test.
For the most part, both of your guys' models are completely fine. It's for those that show way too much of the booba, and way too much of like the ass and the crotch area. Those parts are just like, those outfits need to be changed. So they can't have that. Because that's showing way
like
too
with
much.
my main wardrobe, it shows that back part inside pretty well because of the fact that it's a leotard.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's counteracted by the fact that I have a
giant ass tail.
Yeah, you've got.
Which is not the biggest tail I've seen.
Along with my cape and scarf that covers my back and sides, that kind of counteract it. But I got scared about it. Other than that, I think one thing I would like to see change is like have a separate type of like thing along with when it comes to like TOS of like that magnitude. Have it a little bit like more specific for like groups. For example, like that is for like main like normal streamers, and like when it comes to like VTubers, a little bit more on like the guidelines changed a bit where it can allow for more creativity. Because we were creating what I like to do at least with all this, it's not just the character I put in this, it's kind of my persona when it comes to this kind of stuff. But at the same time, I want to be creative with what I can really do here. And be expressive. And with that kind of like refined TOS, it kind of limits like creativity. So kind of like create a separate section, create a subsection of the TOS that encompasses things that allow for more creativity for VTubers. So if someone does face cam stuff, breaks a rule, it violates TOS for their section. It doesn't. They can't use stuff that's implied for only VTubers to allow them to do it on camera because it's separate.
I think there's some types of streamers and that they'd have to come up with.
The only problem is with that is the only major problem is with that is because, like, first of all, you have to deal with people that are also majorly like abusing the whole VTuber tag and whatnot that aren't actually VTubers to gain more traction.
Yeah, and like along with that subsection, you would say like if you're not actually a VTuber, your account will be reviewed.
What do you classify as a VTuber? I'm interested to hear this.
VTuber pretty much is like. Well, it doesn't have to be like full camera, like control capturing everything like how like Code Miku does. It can be like what me and you do. It could even be 2D VTubers, like the photo one.
What would you say about PNG?
Yeah,
PNG's included.
They're VTubers.
Someone who's like straight up face cam. Anyone who's using a face cam, who's shown their face on stream before and decided to jump to like on the VTuber bandwagon, just to get the freaking like
they should just remove the tag away.
They
Well,
can't
no,
do
it's
it.
not the
No,
fact.
it's like
Like,
the
people that jump onto
People
the thing, like Pokimane, for
ex-
example, who did it and everything, like, that is fine. I'm fine with people actually transferring over to VTubers. It's the
Yeah.
ones that don't actually have VTuber models but still using the tag.
Yeah, there are people that like
Yeah,
that have
well,
their face
I
cams
don't
on and
know. There are.
everything,
You've got
and they have the
other
VTuber tag. It's
ones.
just like,
I mean, Nags had this issue, didn't he? Just recently, Nags
Yeah.
reviews all VTubers.
Like, it's, I'm
regularly
pretty sure if you had
does
Twitter, you saw that whole
reaction
thing going on
content.
about, like, people that were, like, raging about...
Oh yeah,
that,
his
like,
whole
people like
community,
XQC
though, I'm part.
and whatnot were
Hey,
all using
Deadshot.
VTuber
If-
tags
if-
when they weren't being VTubers
I
and
know.
anything.
I know that you two don't know Nags all too much, but any VTuber that is really big, like 100,000 or more, they all have a connection to Nags. All of them have
Yeah, they
talked
do.
to him, have all of them
And
hang out with
he
them.
reviews them, they hang out in
Few
his
of them.
chat, they talk to him, they play games with him and everything. He was using the VTuber tag, and I don't think illegally.
wow. Okay, I see what I have to
If
do.
you
Because
were
he
a
does
big-
react videos.
If you were a big VTuber, more than likely he may or may not approach you one day for.
And he knows a lot.
Yeah.
He knows a lot of small VTubers as
Mhm.
well. He knows medium size.
Yeah, he knows
And I
me.
felt
He
like
knows
them-
so me.
Yeah.
He knows quite a few
I'm
others too.
irrelevant right now.
You're more relevant than me right now. Shush your face.
I've been trying to work hard in like TikTok and YouTube. I'm planning on after this recording a few skits. I'm gonna need some help with one of them. I'm gonna need like a dozen people. And one of the skits I have planned, I need to find the music for it. But the skit is basically I'm gonna do a thing like, I just loaded into the game. I just got to my homeworld. I'm trying to set up something real quick.
Oh.
Oh, I got a request.
excellent.
Oh, someone requested to join. What the fuck? It just freaking, it's just request, invite, request. It's just a dozen plus. Just spamming. I'm like, okay, just leave game. That's the skit. That's what I'm going to do. That's literally the whole skit. I just looked in. I'm working for it. Oh.
That reminds me of That reminds me of,
Settings.
I don't remember who made the skit, but
Are
that
you
reminds me on
really
Twitter, like, you know that whole...
Really exit VR chat? Yes.
Okay, Blitz, that actually kind of reminds me of another skit that I saw. I don't remember who made it,
I think I
but
know
somebody
the
made,
one.
like, a skit that I saw on Twitter before, where it was, you know, the, like, standing here I realize meme from Metal Gear, from Metal Gear Vengeance?
Yeah. Standing here.
Yeah, somebody... Yeah, somebody did that where it was like basically every time they punched, it was sending an invite to a friend and everything that they were trying to join
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Gosh.
I remember that one.
Oh wow. No, I've never seen one of like
Yeah.
if like imagine
I
you
saw
send
them.
messages in VR chat. That goddamn invite. That's something I'm going. Goddamn. And you're damn it. It's just a wildcat. It's just that clip of wildcat sending a message to Van. It's like, don't send me that invite. Goddamn. Next second, I'm gonna have a goddamn aneurysm. It's like back in like 2013. That I am old. Like that's I remember seeing it when it first was uploaded on YouTube.
You're old,
It's like back in,
excuse
like-
me, Blitz?
2013.
You're old?
Dude, it was back in like what 2013, 2014, 2015. I can't remember. It was just okay. Yeah,
Yeah, but-
I'm not as old as you guys, but I still freaking like. Look, I've had girl. When I was in first year in community college, my bio 1 class. I'm sitting next to these two girls. I'm helping them out, trying like understand stuff for bio for a bio exam was coming up.
Uh-huh.
They ask me how old I am. I tell them I'm 17. One's 23, the other one's 25. And they're like, "Oh my god, you're a baby!" And then I got people here calling me saying I'm old. I'm like, "What the fuck? What am I? I guess I'm just a thing." I'm not.
Well, you're old to
old,
people,
I'm just a
Dave.
thing.
I had
You're old to
I
people
saw
that
a
are younger
clip
than
of
you. You're not
Takahata
old to people that
recently,
are
which
older
hit
than you.
so far at home with
Yeah.
me. Everything.
Uh-huh.
I saw a clip of Takahata which hit really far at home, and it was when they were talking about the fact of they were bringing up the angry video game nerd.
Oh my god!
Haven't heard
I
that
remember
name in a
that
while.
guy. I know.
But, the thing to get back on topic that I would change about Twitch is when you're streaming a game and you don't have a whole lot of viewers, okay? Your discoverability is very low. When other people are streaming the game and they have very high, they're always at the very top, right?
Yeah, because
I
they
would-
got more people
yeah.
to be alerted and turn up.
I think it should be changed around to the point where people with like 5 to 10 viewers would be first, and then the big ones afterwards. That way,
The big ones would have a problem with that.
oh,
They would have a problem, that's for sure.
oh well.
They would have a problem
Oh
with
yeah,
that.
no,
they
the
have
ones with
a
bigger following would definitely
community,
complain about that.
Yeah.
Those people have a community.
the
They
thing.
have people that come
it's
around.
like, it's like that's the thing, and it's really
Yeah,
makes
but
it
they're on
difficult
there,
for
they're
people
doing
like
it.
us, Chachi. Where it's like we're in the gray zone.
Mhm.
We're in the make it or break it right now. Especially me, I'm in the make it or break it zone. Either I make it or I die here. Pretty much.
I think
And
it's,
I think I did.
it's like
just a matter
I
of
may be
time.
overthinking it, but like it stresses me out when thinking about it because like I'm doing so much to try and work hard to like keep things going and moving. And like the days I have like streams where I gain like no follows freak me out because it makes you think like maybe it's so, like what you think about like try to sit there I'm freaking out. Then I just sit there and think and like try to rethink like what went wrong that day. Did something go wrong that made it so?
I think it's
kind of
about marketing and
bad
advertising for the.
mentality.
Yeah.
Because personally,
It is.
I have
It's always
gone.
bad mentality. I'm always
I
trying.
don't
I'm always
worry
looking for
about it
self-improvement.
myself.
am too.
I'm the person from like school that always beat myself up if I got like an A-.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
Yeah,
count followers as
I accept it.
self-improvement.
Yeah.
Any
I
form of
follow
yeah, I
some-
know,
follow
but like
some,
any
yeah.
form of growth is like is like a good day along with a wonderful stream. Like it's just a good day to me. Like any
Yeah, I
growth
get
is
that.
growth, in my opinion. for me.
I have.
That's why I've been trying to branch out to other like platforms like YouTube. Like I uploaded that short. Finally got that video to be a short. In 2 hours, 2.5k views. I
Hey, you
checked
sent me
earlier
that.
this morning. It was at 3.6.
That's
Um,
good.
If I can be consistent with uploading shorts of skits on that,
You'll get discoverability on other
get
things that'll drive
yeah.
people to Twitch, to your channel.
yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
like what Smasher said,
Kinda
I'm
like
gonna
how
try to do
Next
that.
about
I'm going to
marketing.
promote my Discord.
Yeah.
And people come to the Discord, then they'll see the notification of me going live. They're gonna click on the link and come to the Twitch. So if I can get discoverability on those two other platforms and feed it into the Discord, it will straight to
Yeah.
Twitch
Yeah.
because that's where you
It's
see it
cool.
live.
Kind of like how Next did it, because when he first did it, he made his Twitch account, but he didn't stream for 6 straight months. He spent his entire time on YouTube, and he had good solid 10,000 people before he started streaming.
Hmm.
It was nuts. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
Max
hard for me
came
trying
around at the
to
right time, and
find time.
he's a straightforward, good, honest guy who's also extremely memeable and funny. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I play my
Oh,
past
one
for like me being
second.
not being able to be so memeable with because sometimes I take it personally.
1 second
And
for
it's
me.
because of the fact that I was bullied for years in like middle school. It kind of fucked me up.
Basil, I
don't
can't say
think
that
memeing
at all.
is
That is
bullying.
very,
because
No,
people
I know,
very
have got to be
disrespectful to even
invested
ask.
to
No,
make a
it's not
meme
you-
about you.
I know, as I'm trying to say, like it's that kind of. It's like I mess myself up with like not being able to be so like memeable because like I take it too seriously with the memes that people. I do get memed on by my community, and I take it too seriously.
Yeah.
I take it too personally.
You will.
It's myself.
That's very.
I myself take it too
disrespectful to
personally at
ask
times
me.
because I got bullied
Should
for
be asking
years
them
in middle
directly.
school, and it fucked me up in my head. I'm not saying that's bullying.
That gator milk really
saying
got to you
my-
towards the end of it.
Oh no, yeah, that freaking. Oh my god,
Yeah,
that game.
stuff like
It's just the fact
that.
I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want people to be like, oh, look at this. He must be a loose streamer.
Yeah,
No, it's just something just like I
Stuff-
did just to fuck around with my community because
like-
my community did that for a whole month.
stuff like that.
Someone did
There-
actually
there's-
use
Best way
that.
you could have
there's
done it
good
is if
memes
you
about
actually
it,
released it
and
on
there's-
April Fools.
there's
That would have been a
bad
good way.
memes
to-
for
Shh.
see, there's good memes and such
You're
like
gonna get
that
good
for your
and bad
channel
of
and everything,
everything.
but sometimes
Yeah,
there's
I
ones where
know.
they take it too far, like with the gator milk thing. There's just some that you have to
No,
be
it
like,
was fine
you
for
have
that.
to nip
I'm
it in the
fine with that
bud
now.
like immediately.
I'm fine with that now. It's if they take it too far is when someone tries to restart it.
Mhm.
Like it's already over
Yeah,
months ago.
But
Don't try to
that
resurrect
happens.
it. It's not how that
they
works.
do. That does
Yeah.
happen though in memes. They
Yeah.
do get recycled and reused and pulled out according to things.
The only thing
happening on
is with
stream.
me is there.
You know what? If
for
someone
me,
does
I've
that
lived...
with me now, I'm going to freaking. If someone tries to recycle me, then alright, I'll play along. Fuck it.
Yo.
If there's one thing I've learned with all this so far is the fact of like it's sometimes good to be a little bit loose, like to let loose sometimes because it really just is
Oh.
just a de-stress and just have some fun.
Well,
Cause hilarious
Fuck the
times.
people
Stu,
that
how
think
do you
you're-
think we-
It's like
Yeah,
yeah, it's like you clearly have not heard me and Chach on stream. Like sometimes, like we just
No,
like
I'm
are this
freaking
one thing where
busy,
like we're
okay?
super. Well, I know I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying like you have not heard me and Chach because with me and Chach half the time and everything, like on our own streams, we'll just like hit the point where it's just like we like been at this for several hours, so it hits the point where like we're slowly losing that filter as time goes on. So it hits
Oh.
the point where like we're basically just nonchalantly making like small innuendos every now and then in the middle of stream.
yeah, you two do. You two do, but they are funny.
what I'm going to do.
They are funny.
I don't think I thought
And
of
you
this
talking
morning what I'm gonna
innuendos
do.
sometimes, you two do. I've noticed you talking
Oh yeah, no,
innuendos
me and Chach,
to
when we
each other.
collab, do that, it is nothing but innuendos, I swear.
What I'm going to do next
come
stream, I
on.
was thinking something funny this morning. I was like, what do I just like every time I greet someone, just do
Shall
like
we
a
go
freaking
to the
pickup
final
line
question
that
set?
Chaz told me.
Hey.
Just how I'll just every time I greet a new follower through a pickup line that chat tells me to say.
What is that?
That'd be
Hold on, wait,
hilarious.
I don't think I've heard this before.
No, I just came up
Terrible
with it.
pickup lines.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
like, are you from Australia? Because I'm down bad for you.
Oh,
Oh God.
Oh god, that's hilarious, but also can be. Oh no. No, 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 no.
You better hope to God that that follower is not Australian.
Yeah.
Oh no, it'd be hilarious if they were.
Actually,
It's
no,
like, oh,
yeah,
nice
you're
boy.
right.
It's like, I guess for you, no, because I heard this before from like some videos watching. It's like, y'all really are Australian. So when you pick up women on it, you just go up to them instead of like how anyone else would say like, oh, I love how you did your hair today. It looks beautiful. So you go up and it's like, nice bush. Nice bush you got there. Oh my gosh.
Just be careful with doing that, because some people out there, you know them,
They
they'll
may
take
take
it way
offense
too
to it.
far.
I'm glad I followed you off of
Offense, not so
stream
much,
before
but
a while ago.
like, some people could probably take it a
Oh my
little bit
God,
too
so
far after.
If
And be like,
there
oh,
is
he openly
one-
flirted
if
with
there
me.
is
Let's
one
bring
thing,
back.
yeah, there is
No,
one.
I think it's seriously. I'd be like, no, I'm just freaking greeting people through
Being
pickup
mean.
lines. But I'm trying to have more fun with like yesterday. I was talking to like chat about like why I freaking don't drink, and I was like, yeah, I just choose not to. And everything is like kind of religious, but not really. It's more so just my choice because like the benefits it has. And then came New Year's of last year, when I got tipsy as hell off of one glass of champagne. Yes. I had
If you
one.
don't
Okay,
drink,
so
one glass of champagne is enough to get you.
Mhm.
I'm
You
that
don't
light.
drink.
I've never drank before, and
Yeah,
having
well,
that one
that's
glass
why.
Uh-huh.
threw me off. Yeah, I was like, I'm sitting there with my family on New Year's after sitting in VR by myself because I was just like, yeah, all those photos you see out there of like people from last year, all friends last year, just all together in a group photos. I'm not there because I'm by myself. I'm like, I felt like I was not wanted anywhere, so I left the world and just went by myself. Then I got off. I was sitting with my family for New Year's. My dad pops out a bottle of champagne, pops it open, and pours the glasses for everyone. And he gives me one. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. Because the year before that, I tried a tiny sip. I didn't like it. And I gave it to my brother, and he took it. My older brother.
I would feel
Then
bad.
this year I tried it. I drank it and then I was like, it's not that bad. I just took a little sip. I'm like, it's like it's like 7-Up that punches you in the jaw when you first try it.
I feel bad
It's like,
for
oh, it's not
mine.
bad. Ding ding. And then I was like, okay, this is fine. 15 minutes later, I could not stop laughing and I was cursing people out to the heavens.
That's what happens, but
I
it's all good fun.
feel bad now, but because I know that I told you to leave the world, because it was more along the lines of because I wanted you to
What do you mean?
not, because I know I was streaming during New Year's, and that's when Jackal was trying to buy me that gift.
Oh. No,
told-
it wasn't you. It was something else. It was just
And
me.
it was just like I
It
don't
was
know,
like that since like about Christmas time, but
but I just didn't want it to be like, getting offended or like being like, what the fuck is this? I should probably not be here. Or anything else like I could think of. Like there's so many things that with Jackal, it's cursed. It's the type of curse that probably shouldn't be in any video, but at the same time, it's too hilarious not to put it in something. But we are going to be moving on to our.
that's fine.
We are going to move on to our next questions, but never be afraid to join off of me, because unless I'm at the Patreon party, anybody is free to join off of
You
me.
still probably you still on. You said you were
I know.
I was gonna be able to meet them, then they changed it to like what the 29th, and that came
Yeah.
past. And I was just like,
That was. Well, you said you were busy that day, which you had to make a collab going on.
turns out I actually wasn't. I thought I was going to be busy that day, and then everything got canceled. I was like,
Oh. Well, I didn't know that.
yeah, everything got canceled. That day. I was like, fuck.
Well,
Then I looked, and I was like, he's probably not gonna be there anyways.
actually, he's there until like 3:30 in the morning for me.
Well,
It's
tell him
always
there's a
like
pussy
for
gator
me.
that wants to meet them.
Okay. Well, it won't be this week, but we could do next Friday if you want.
That's the first time I ever think I've heard you use that word.
I'll have to like
Sussy?
talk with Max and try and get him.
Yes.
Because I know they
I
did
put
say that
pussy in
they
my
were
fucking
good to.
status.
They did want to have
Hey,
you
Crash.
join in for
Pussy
one
is
time.
one thing. I took it
Stuff
as sus
going
though.
So let's get into the last few.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I just went straight up.
Yeah,
with
the
my ass.
final
you.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we kind of already know this from Blitz a little bit, but how long have you guys been a part of the VR chat community?
Since August of 2020. That's because I caught COVID back in that time. I was stuck in my room for an entire month. Yeah, no, after like 3 days of being stuck in my room, like non-socializing, because I'm a social little shit that
That's
doesn't want
true.
to stop talking. Wow.
No, I'm talking about the social
I see
part.
this.
You were very social.
I thought you were saying that's for sure for the whole little shit part.
Oh no.
No, but like, I freaking pulled the game up finally on my laptop. Because I have a HP, I have a gaming laptop at the time. It was an HP Pavilion gaming laptop. I use it for school now. People have questions tell me like, why do you use a gaming laptop for like school stuff? I'm like, because I like the extra power. And I
Yeah.
was like, fuck you.
Yeah, gets things done quickly.
It gets stuff so much faster. I'm like, fuck Chromebooks, fuck the Macs. Like, I like my HPs. I never had a problem with them, and that laptop is powerful enough to get this stuff done instantly. So, especially the stuff I have to run for like stuff like like financing. Some of the stuff that the programs that I use for like Excel. Ooh, thank God I have the extra power in that computer, because God, it would take forever to process any of the programs I had to run on that thing. Because there's special tools I have to use for Excel that I had to get. It's like $120 for one of them. Yeah, college is expensive.
I know
that was
that
for
all
one
too well.
class. Like I haven't used it since, only for one class, and it was like the thing was like it runs simulations, and I had to run like 100 simulations.
Oh god.
So having that computer, I was able to get it done real fast.
Yeah, it gets it done in minutes.
Yes. But no, I tried out there, and Met a few people from like Europe, one of them from Sweden, which I haven't talked to in a long time, but she still gets on, so I need to find time to go see her. Because it's been so long. And yeah, I just been ever since that fucking first day, I've been hooked on it. I would stay up till like 3 in the morning sometimes, and my parents would come in and be like, "What are you doing? Go to bed." I'll be up that long just playing here.
That's true. I do fight you asleep.
Kelvin and VR chat is kind of the reason why my sleep schedule is completely fucked. So
it is true. There's times when I've logged on and when it gets around like 2 or 3 in the morning for me, I'm just see you online. I'm just like, shouldn't you be in bed? You gotta work. You gotta stream.
You got work and a stream today tomorrow. What are you doing? I don't know. Poggers. It's Pogger hours.
I don't know, Poggers.
I don't know, Poggers.
What about you, Vanessa?
Oh, actually,
Ah!
well, for me, it was kind of 2 separate dates, quote unquote, because for the longest time I didn't have a PC that could run like anything VR
Yeah.
and everything. But I was already somewhat a part of the VR chat community of sorts because I watched a lot of the streamers and everything. So I knew about VR chat like all the way back in like 2017, like the original VR chat stuff.
What the fuck?
Oh.
But if we're talking about realistically of when I joined VR chat and started playing it, it wasn't until early 2021. It was because I joined that, played it for a couple of months, and then the biggest introduction to me when it came to a lot of it was VRCon, when that was first introduced. And then that's when I became part of Laserdome a lot. I later on joined LPD, and then later on I met Blitz, and then here I am now in 2022 just knowing all of you guys.
Which is sweet.
We met each other at VRCon last year.
I know.
Yeah.
Last year, yeah.
That's what Vanessa said.
Because you said VRCon and then all this stuff, then you met me. I'm like, no, we met during that. Like, that's when we first met. It was like after the whole interaction with Johnny. That was funny.
I became part of. Well, yeah, but the thing is, I wasn't really officially part of your friend group until we met each other a few times later.
Yeah.
Everything.
And
Yeah,
now you
we met
want
each
my
other like I think
mod.
3 times in total until I actually friended you, and then I became your mod like after.
No, we friended each other there. It's just we didn't actually hang out much until like a few times. We hung out a few times later, and then
Exactly.
we actually started just being each other all the time.
The most that kind of happened between you and me is I would pop up in your chat every now and then on Twitch, and then like we never really officially hung out. And then it was just like we started doing that, and then later on you asked me to become one of your mods.
Yeah. I'm glad to have you as one, that's for sure.
I'm kind of glad it happened too, because I love being friends with you. I wouldn't have probably met Shachi if I didn't start spending more time with all of you guys.
Yeah. Shachi was the
So
person
I met a
was
lot
just
of good friends because of you guys.
Like, you caught me off guard when you freaking said you would let me join you for one of your streams. And along with Knight. Knight was just like, yeah, come join. I'm like, what? Okay. So, it's kind of crazy. Like, the people I used to watch let me join like their streams, and then I ended up becoming good friends with them.
Sometimes there.
I like where the biggest thing that made me become friends with you was me pulling the Tiffany line on your ass with my soundboard. That was the one thing that made you and me friends.
What was the Tiffany line again? It's been so long.
Hold on, let me play it. Let me go get my soundboard.
Yeah, back then, I was more open to allowing people to come into my chat and from my chat to hang out with me and stream with me and stuff, because people back then were much more trustworthy and much more wanted to have fun.
There
and do
was less
stuff.
hassle. Yeah.
Less assholes. Like,
I mean, I've been crashed myself while streaming and had to eat a 5-hour VOD for it. It's been annoying.
Silver goes exploring
that's
every so
fine.
often in public worlds.
I do a VR event
that was the same
where
with me.
I take another streamer, a guest streamer
that's
with
why I only
me
go to
every
Japan
week,
World.
and I take them to different worlds.
Like, I haven't
and
gone
they take me to
to
other
a public
worlds.
since VCAP. Like, I haven't gone to a world. I haven't gone to
before it
Publix.
ends.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm probably gonna be doing it tomorrow for like 2 more worlds. So definitely, if you see me on, just friend you. Just friend you.
I
Just
can't even
join
remember
me.
the last time I've been in an official public world.
Um,
I mean,
I haven't been there. I haven't been to an
frequent them a lot.
official public world since this December of last year because of the whole Quest Apocalypse is what I dubbed it. I
yeah,
dubbed it the Quest Apocalypse.
Quest
I remember that.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, I dubbed
Tell
it
me
the Quest
about
Apocalypse.
I mean, I was part
and
of
like,
public
ever
worlds for a
since,
good while,
like, ever
especially
since
when I was in
I've never been
desktop
to one
mode.
except recently, because we went to VCAT, we went
That's
to public
another
VCAT
thing
worlds in
I want-
Japan.
tell you.
Which those
Yeah.
are popping off. You so many people. There were like 50 or 60 people in one VCAT world for New York.
I know, it's
That was
crazy.
a lot of people.
But it was,
popped off in Japan. I told you, Japan. Like in Japan, it's huge. Not so much here in the U.S.
Well,
because
right.
everyone's more focused on their own like little things they do on Friday. We're not naming it. Also, by that, I was talking paper. That one thing that goes on Fridays is dead. That event's dead. It died. It's gone. That's it.
What event?
The one that goes on every Friday night where everyone used to go to and do whatever the fuck they want off camera. It's dead.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Oh,
Night.
Degen.
Yeah, it's dead.
So I'll get mine real quick out of the
Along with
way.
Tea-House and everything else, but-
I've been a part of the VR chat community since early 2018. It was around the time that me and my brother went off on our own ways. So my brother used to live with me. He went off to get his own apartment and everything. And I took over this room that I'm in now and made it my dancer room. Basically my VR room because I
Yeah,
have tons of
whole
room.
there, too.
No, you know I don't.
I had to say it. Yeah, I love seeing the ones where like people have like they're using the poles and like they have a camera for their VR and they're like recording, and they just fucking breaks or like falls over and they fall.
Oh, some
I
of the
love this one.
posts, there's some epic fails.
Like, oh,
on
good
there.
job! You definitely
Yeah.
did great! You should have put on an extra support beam, not fucking drywall, you fucking dunce. Just
Yeah, some people are
Oh my gosh.
special.
Well, Charles, I remember seeing you
We
it
live in a
pop
soc-
up
we
in
live in a
just
society.
random
That's
VR.
it. Just like the Joker says.
When you
It's
look
a
back at 2018 and
I'm sick
19,
of all this society.
you
I
pop
wanted
up
to go.
in random YouTube videos just on VR shop and you'll appear.
It's
Anyway.
kind of true. Every so often, back in 2018 and 19, and some of the bigger streamers and other streamers that were in VR chat, you would see me in the
And
background,
just YouTube clips. Yeah, just
they were-
walking
they were
in,
just-
appearing.
me everywhere. I was around, but never, elevated to their levels because it was just doing my own thing for most of the time.
That's
You
kind of
went
I mean,
center
for me-
kind
stage.
of with it with me right now. But I'm doing my own thing so I can stand out. That's the thing. Everyone is, all those big people are like, they're doing their own thing to be standing out, like and be where they're at right now.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do the same thing, and I'm continuing. to push
Everybody
my
who
own
has
thing.
success on
I
streaming has
collab
put
with you
a
guys a
lot
lot,
of
but it's
effort
not really
behind.
like more out of.
behind
It's
the
not like that
scenes.
whole premise of like trying to do that to grow or anything. Like I hang out with you guys because it's just fun to hang out with you guys. That's it.
Yeah, no, I love hanging out with everyone. I love
I
going to
do.
see them. It's just I don't like. Recently, I just haven't been liking going to see everyone, and they're all in the same world, waiting for certain people to pop in just to mess around, and then need to.
yeah. That
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
Nah, that's
exactly.
kind of. I got
Certain
sick of it. That's why you don't see
words
me in
like
their
that.
backgrounds anymore. Because I'm just doing my
Don't-
own thing. They'll join off me. They'll actually come join off me to go mess with me, and then I'll leave. But I
Wow.
don't go to those anymore. Like everyone's just, I'm doing my own thing. I'm with my own friends and viewers that.
And you're
hanging out
enjoying
in the
it.
background, and I'm
Yeah.
enjoying it. I'm loving it.
That's
doing your own
the
But it
thing
was,
and
for
making
me,
yourself look better.
Yeah.
Like my first community night went off with a bang. It was absolutely amazing. Way more people showed up than I expected, and I had an absolute blast. So.
You might want
It's
to
gonna be the
next
beginning
time
of every
though.
month on Fridays.
Next time, give a little heads up because Vanessa was talking about it. 'Cause
There was a short notice thing.
you did like short notice bringing on her that
Yeah.
day.
I was talking about it a few times beforehand that day, like throughout the week. I was like, let's do it. And then, I mean, it was the first one. Everyone knows now that it's gonna be on Friday, the first Friday of the week of every month.
There you go. You scheduled
Except for
it.
September.
Hey.
September 2nd, I won't be home. Next Friday.
So we've all been in VR chat a lot.
You'll have to remind me. I might forget.
I'm
What's
gonna have the chance to put in private.
What's your favourite world to hang out in?
Okay, yeah, that'd be useful.
VR chat.
What's your favorite world?
Recently, it was that one pool world I found. It's based off like some
Hotel?
romance game that they've put into the volcano. I forgot
Yeah, you
what
were there the other week.
I like that one, but like, if it's just a normal chill out world, just to go to, let me see if I can pull it up, because there's a world I like to go to hang out in, and then there's a world I like to go to when I just need to disappear. It's an old unoptimized world, that's for sure, like, that I go to when I want to disappear, but it's just one of those worlds.
We all have worlds like that. We have worlds where we want to hang out with people, and in other worlds where we just want to go and spend a bit of time on our own.
You know?
And sometimes sleep. I sometimes do that and go to sleep in a world.
I have never slept in VR ever.
You go to the right world, it can be a soothing sleep. And seeing as I spend so much time in my chair anyway.
I can't sleep with
It was
this helmet
uncomfortable.
on.
My freaking head hurt afterwards because the knob
No,
back on the index. The index
exactly.
is very
It's not
comfortable to wear,
comfortable.
but that knob in the back of the fucking index is what made it so uncomfortable.
Yeah, what's funny is this is one of my
The fact that I can't
worlds
sleep
that
in any position I want to.
this is one of my worlds that I do like to hang out and just chill out, and it is very nice. It has a great view, it has great spots. Just hang out and be comfy.
When we talked about putting this chat show together, we both said, oh, we've got a world that we're going to choose. And we both said exactly the same world.
Yep.
You know, we hadn't talked
It's a
about
good
it, but
one.
we were like,
Sometimes
I
me
like
and
this world.
I like this
me and
world a lot.
Silver
I just need it. I
has-
don't.
Sometimes me and Silver, we just have like the scary same thoughts about stuff.
yeah,
Like we have watched the
lots of
same
different
anime.
things.
We have thought about the same
Same
thing.
TV series,
Yeah.
same VR worlds,
Yeah,
all
just
different.
love topic. When you brought up anime, you know that Disney Plus is doing a collab with Star to bring animes, like popular animes, to Disney Plus.
Oh god.
That's
Yeah,
kinda
they've been
crazy.
talking
That's not
about
gonna
it.
help
They bought
them.
Star,
It's
didn't
advertised
they?
all. I know it's because it's advertised all over the place. It's advertised all over the
They
place in
bought
VChat.
Star
We'll see it
as
in New
part
York.
of that. Disney had bought out the other company that had a load of different ones on it. And Star was part of it.
The problem is though, is
Yeah,
that it's
the
not
world-
gonna help.
They're not always crazy, Crash, but yeah, you do get crazy worlds, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
The friggin' the world I usually like to hang out is the city park at Autumn Night. There's that one.
Oh
And
yeah.
then the other one I just go to disappear in is a world called Bonfire in Snow Mountain.
Oh.
Yeah. That one I've seen myself.
The Bonfire one?
Mm.
Oh, it's an old world. I like.
Yeah, there's not a lot there. There's a
Oh,
mountain and then just a bit.
Yeah,
But
it's not
it's-
much there,
it's
but
not
it's something
bad
I like to go
world.
to. Just disappear.
And it's iconic. It's
And
been in
nice.
so many
So
YouTube videos and stuff over the
Oh,
years.
Gaia
It's a
Knights
sort
is
of
older map.
iconic world. Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, mine change all the time. I don't know about it, but mine changes.
Actually-
they're the same person that made the hibernation world.
I go through fads of certain worlds.
if you remember Blitz, this is actually the world where me and you first like got together after my dancing.
Yeah.
I came in with Immortal and Alicia, and we sat over there on the beach just talking and chatting for a while. We had a good time.
Yeah, I remember. This is the first. This is the world. I remember that. It's freaking crazy. When you think about it, not a lot of time passed. When you think about it, it's kind of crazy how much has happened in such a short amount of time.
That's
You
true.
do a lot
Honestly-
in a short amount of time. That's part of streaming, isn't it? You're always
Yes.
doing new stuff, new content,
Like 6 months
new
ago.
everything, so a lot happens.
6 months ago, Silver
Yeah.
didn't even know I was existed. He was just joining
No,
streams
it was-
and stuff.
It was another friend, I can't remember who it was, told me about Charge. Told me about how you were dancing, and since the DMC had it really slowed down what you could do and you were getting frustrated. And I said, right, I'll watch VODs, send me the Chachi's link, and they were Grandmaster Chachi at that time. And they sent me the
Yeah,
link.
I
I
remember
watched
that.
a load
Grandmaster
of
Chachi. This one took
I
Chachi.
watched a load of the music ones, and I went over them, and I was like, you know what? I could make some songs that Chachi could dance to. And then I got
Oh
in
my
touch with
God.
Chachi and said, look, I'll make you some tracks.
And
I
I
I
just found the
was,
first world I ever went to.
I was completely surprised, and I was
Yeah, you didn't know what to say. You just sort of went, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make you some songs that you'll be able to dance to. Don't worry about it. Come by and see me next week, and then that's like giving you songs.
Oh.
I just found the first world I ever went to in VR. It's the that's the Roots world. But
Habiki
it's
23
August
heart
Nostalgia was the
Habiki
first world I
23
ever
heart
went to
Habiki
in
23
VR,
heart.
Like when I first started back in August last year.
Oh,
Go figure,
well,
August
mine is-
Nostalgia.
I knew what
Yeah.
mine was.
It's
Mine was the
crazy, I
Ruby
just
world.
found it.
We just had Ruby
Also, I
avatars.
have
Penguin,
also here, Blitz. I have the clip of the one.
thank you
First,
for
I
the
reckon
the first
subscription.
soundboard clip I ever played for you, which you became friends with.
Mine was most probably a fake world of some sort. I've been to a lot of fake worlds, especially at the start of my VR.
Penguin has subscribed for tier 1. Thank you so much. It's very much appreciated.
Riki.
Penguin. I will always call him Penguin because that's what they were on the Wolfie server.
If you
Yeah, I'm a.
if you could collab with anybody, who would it be and why?
I'll let you answer this one first, Vanessa. I kind of know who I kind of want to collab with. So I'll let you go first with talking because I went first last time.
Who I would love to collab with?
Yeah, if there was anybody you wanted to collab
Um,
with, who would it be and why?
Okay, I'm gonna be like 100% honest with one person I've always been wanting to meet really fucking badly. Everything. ADC.
Well,
Oh,
Fair enough.
I've only met them like one time, to be honest. Yeah, I've only met them like one time and talked to them for like a tiny bit.
I've
What about
seen,
you? Yes.
I've seen them
You
around.
see what?
I haven't seen them around myself. They were in separate circles than me, so I never got the chance to meet them.
Similar sort of time.
I never
That's
met
the thing
them
we're
either.
trying to like. That's the thing we're trying to meet
I'd
people
love to
like them.
meet them, but
It's
I
like they
haven't.
have their own groups. Everyone has their own groups, and they only stick
Uh-huh.
at it. They never go outside it.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
They
problem.
don't.
but
And
other
all of those
people-
groups don't ever accept anyone new in. They always just keep the same people. They never
Some
accept
of
anyone
them do.
new in
It
unless
depends.
it depends on
the
like
people.
yeah, it depends on the people. It's really annoying.
If you
Also
fit
play-
with certain people in groups.
It really does suck. What's up?
Okay, I'm gonna revert back a little, but this was the clip I originally played for you, Blitz, which kind of ended up becoming, we ended up becoming friends for. Everything. This was the first thing I ever played after I got my sound pad.
I am known by many names. Mountain, Thunder Knight, the Chocolate Axe.
Oh my gosh! Where's this?
You may call me
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Where's Tiffany now?
That was the first thing I ever said to you. I never even like spoken actual word out of my mic yet. I unmuted, played that to you to introduce myself to you, and we became friends like almost immediately after.
You know what? You say it? Hold on, let me do this real quick. I'm pulling this out. Plop! Oh gosh. It's weird being this.
Oh,
really
the very original Blitz that I met.
What was the one you were in? I can't remember. It was like, oh, what was the model?
I didn't even
It had
have
like
an
a pa-
official like
You had a
uploaded
patch
model
on your
yet.
You had a patch on your eye. And also we talked a lot because you
I
saw
was,
me in this model and you
oh,
were
I
like you were
remember.
trying to find us one for your VR daughter. Remember that?
Yeah. Because
So, it
they
took me a
had
while
a
to
different
actually
version
get
of
to
it.
around to sending it.
And
Yeah.
it was in VRCon. I had a toga model. I remember I had a toga model at the time. Because I had this one. Hold on.
A
Switch into
hero?
it.
Was it that one? I thought it was something else.
Oh no, that's somebody else.
Oh. Yeah, that's Toga.
Huh.
Toga's the
Lethal.
creator of the
It's
models.
taking a while for them to load it because it's already loaded for me.
Yeah.
The eye
having some
patch
lag.
and the red eye.
Yeah, hold on, it's
What?
loading for me still.
Toga. All I can think of is that. I don't know who that
Is
heck
that model's based on the animated girl assassin? She's a secondary character. Oh god, I can't think of the name
Ah, okay. Wait, you talking about Toga or the model I'm in right now?
Toga.
now. No.
Oh,
Toga.
Toga. Okay.
Oh, I'd have to look it up. Bear with me a second. I'm gonna remember where it's from.
Oh man, the wrist. I remember the fucking
Take
wrist.
for you
bone in these
forever,
hands
Vanessa.
being in the wrong spot. It's taking
I
forever.
know, I don't know why. My internet's like super slow today or something.
Fix the model.
Let's see. Yeah. People you collab with, Blitz?
Whatever.
Right?
I'm switching.
It's 125
Yeah, we
megabytes.
asked. It's Blitz.
I don't know why it's acting all slow. Maybe it's just broken. It is an old model.
It worked and loaded in for us fine. We could see it.
And I
That's
may not have
weird.
been full body.
But I don't know what's going on
compatible
with my thing.
or Weird. Anyway.
It is in full body.
Me.
Who you would collab
Yeah,
with?
God, I remember back in time when I met you, I didn't have an official model yet. Like, I didn't even have a single
Yeah,
one
I
uploaded
remember.
at the time.
Yeah. Really? I had like a few uploaded.
Actually, no, that's not true. I had one, but I wasn't wearing it at the time, and that was my Ryujin model.
Is the one with the ear, like the doggy? Oh.
Distraction.
Distraction! Ah! Oh god.
This was the. I had one, but I wasn't wearing it at the time, and that
God.
was my Ryujin
Uh-oh.
model. Became friends like almost immediately after.
Oh no.
I'm in a series,
Oh.
sorry.
God, that caused some lag.
What the fuck?
Oh.
What is that? Whoa.
That's not. I don't remember that one. So you weren't in that one. It
It's
was
because,
something
like I said,
else.
when I met you, I wasn't wearing it. I was more preemptively using,
Wow, that lags.
like, I was more using public.
Yeah,
that
it's
lags
heavy.
my VR out then.
Yeah, I was using more public models than this one because this one I was specifically using for the Flu Squad, which was the first community I was ever a part of. So I reserved using this model for them because they had PCs that can handle it.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I have a
Mine
big
like-
camera.
it
I don't know
loaded
how
it
that
in,
lagged
but
the
it
shit out
just-
of me. That face
it lagged for a second.
People you would collab with Blitz though?
You know,
Is
you're
it
just
any? So is this
collab
anyone,
if
or
you
is
want.
like
Anyone.
anything? Anyone? Like
No,
anyone in
anyone.
general, or
Anyone.
possible?
Anyone you want.
to.
Anyone you would want.
If you could choose anybody and they, you know, you knew they were going to say yes, you would it be, you know, what's your collab you most want to do?
I wanna. So, I guess I'll say someone that I wanna collab with, and kind of like it's the person I want to try and get on their level with at some point, like that up there with them. It's freaking because I doubt I'll ever be able to collab with anyone, so they'll ever freaking see me as anything relevant ever. But if I had to choose anyone I wanted to collab with ever for stream, just for shits and giggles, it'd be Zentrio.
Oh.
Zen's good fun. You'll die a lot, whatever you do with Zen. Zen murders everybody. But Zen,
Dude, I like to kill things and freaking mess around with people. Don't play TOF with me, I will make you fall off ledges on purpose.
I love Zen Gecko. I love the Gecko Zen.
Yeah, I think, like...
That's
it's just the whole thing. I would like freaking. There's someone that I see like they do what really like I see that I like they do the kind of thing I want to do a lot. They just purely just mess around and have a good time, and just
that's
shits and giggles
style.
with a lot of shit.
Yeah,
they just do whatever they want to do and for shits and giggles.
And I love the arguments between Zen and Fat Man as well.
Oh yeah.
I think that's fucking hilarious. I love all of that. Zen's a good
I think it'd be a lot of fun if I ever
hilarious.
get to freaking mess with them and like and just do something with them. I think it'd be fun. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to like meet someone on like their level. Not only that, another Scaly. So.
There's that
I
as
was
well.
thinking
Well,
about
Zen's a robot and a
I was thinking
gecko
about
now,
having a little
aren't they?
like.
Yeah.
They have the
Or
little
an
gecko. I was
android.
thinking about having like a little croco, like a little freaking like it'd be
little
like a little
gator.
like little gator like that has like the freaking
A
beak
gator
and, like,
version of
it's-
the gecko.
Yes, it's I have like it's like you know the artwork that freaking JJ made, the baby blitz and the egg.
Yeah.
Kind of something like that.
That would be
No,
good. That would be fun.
better, because you know what the real if any of y'all play Yu-Gi-Oh, the Riju guy, like monster that like Pegasus has, like the toon version, like the non-toon version, it's just a dragon in the egg.
I
You just see
remember
the glowing
that.
eyes. It's a dragon in the egg. That's what I want to do. That would be my little baby, like little freaking baby hatchling. It'd just be that. See the hand, see the claws like on the egg, like out. You just like see the little claws out, and you see the tail sticking out and the legs and the bottom. It should be that. You see the glowing eyes. That's
I
it.
get you. I mean, I've got pet dragons on my avatar. I've actually got dragons I can
Hasn't
spawn.
about though, but
And they're in.
But
I
like,
have them off most of the time.
there's someone I would love to like meet one day, interact with, have a good time, and just mess with. I think it'd be fun and like, maybe I'd learn something from them as well. So.
Yeah, I would say Zen's a really good choice. Hilarious as well.
I probably for some of the streams I'd be like, "What are you doing? That's how you doing? I'll be sure." Yeah, they just fucking just if I ever do that, I'll be like, if I do that, they'll like try to figure out these. I'm like, "That's how you do it." And just fucking died.
Some of the best streams we've
I
seen
feel
are
like Zen and
collabs.
Blitz playing the Devouring.
Oh!
It would be something.
Yeah! If she ever comes back to VR chat, I don't know if she still does or not.
she was on VR
She does
chat.
come on there from time to
Friday.
time.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
she
played
was
with
on
Devouring.
Final
He's like, that's not how
Party.
you get the crystal. This is how you get
And
it.
with a roof covering
Dead.
everybody before.
Yeah, I saw her on
It's like, fuck!
Shy Lily's
Saw
stream.
Lily's birthday.
She was there for Shy Lily's birthday, and they were in a world called the Castle, which is a VR chat underground club. They're kind of big with that.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw Shy Lily playing VR chat one day. Was that for like her birthday thing? Is that what?
Yeah,
for?
that was
Like,
their
she was on
birthday.
Yeah,
VR,
that
or, like in a
was.
duck world.
so
Unfortunately, Shy Lily's on a ban at the moment, I think.
yeah, she was banned.
She's on a ban.
She's on a 3-day ban.
What
yeah,
happened?
for 3 days.
I don't know.
From VR. Was
It wasn't
I
from
don't
VR
know
chat.
VR
either.
chat
There's a
streamer?
few though.
There's
from
A
a
VR
few
chat?
of them though
There's a
recently.
few things that could probably get you banned, but I'm not sure what happened or what done. I don't know. But I will say this about that.
Oh, I think
that
it might be
stream.
one thing, and it might be one thing. It was in the duck world. I saw her grabbing the fruits and stuff, and kind of,
Oh, just hiding
I
it in
don't
the
know if it
bushes.
was even
The
in
ducks go to wherever
VR.
you grab the food and put your hand at.
Yep.
And I
And
saw
she put him in a spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
That
that,
that
might
could
have done
probably
it.
do
I
it.
paused in the stream because I saw her playing. I'm like, they play VR chat? What the fuck? They're playing VR chat now? What the hell?
Well, yeah,
That's a
they
weird
they
link.
just got
Their
their
model
3D
is
model.
also
So
in VR. Yeah, it's awesome.
They no, well, yeah. Someone made. I don't know if she's the one that someone made in VR chat already, or she has her own version.
yeah, she has her
No,
own.
she did
She's
her
already
own.
one
She
that's
had
running
her
around in
own
public. She has her
made.
own version.
Yeah,
Okay.
she has
She had her
both.
own
She has
made.
a public, and she has the one that was custom made for her. But yeah, she
I hear
was.
people like just
It's
because
like,
she's. I don't know why people maybe try to say the thing that she says all the time. You know the womp womp thing. I've had so many
Yeah.
people type in
Womp
the
womp.
chat because I'm
Yeah.
see that in chat. I'll almost say like I'm not saying that. I'm not a whale.
yeah,
I say rah. I'm not a fucking orca. I mean, I may have a tail the size of one, but shit.
I don't
So-
mind saying one.
she was in the world, the castle. You know the world. I'm
I
a
know
VIP
what
there.
it is.
I know
Oh.
both the owners. They're friends of mine from back in 2019.
Yeah.
So I have VIP access to literally everything that they have there.
Did you pop in?
I was at one point featured there and put on the wall. Like a poster of me was on the wall. I still have that poster that they put up. It was a fun time.
It's
Then.
still there now.
No, it's not up there anymore. I rarely get to
Come
go
on,
and
they're
see
gonna
them
freaking
because of
have it
my.
as archives. Put it in the back room somewhere in the office.
That'd be nice, but like.
The back rooms.
Oh no, me! I was telling my coworkers earlier today. I was like, I'm going to the back rooms. Just fucking go on break. I'm gonna go break into back rooms. You can't say back rooms anymore without thinking of the fucking creepy pasta shit. Fuck. It's not.
But
There's a lot of that around.
all in all, it's a nice place. They're nice people, but I just don't get the time to go and like hang out with them all too much because they're on at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning my time, and that's when they get on. So it's like, oh god.
Yeah, and it goes on.
It was, and they go on until like 8 o'clock in the morning, and they're always drinking. So it's just like, I would love to stay and hang out with you guys. I really would, but because of job, I can't do that anymore. So I haven't seen them.
And that's the problem I have
forever.
with trying to meet new people or other content creators for this game.
True.
It's like they're drinking.
Well,
whenever you're
I
on,
move
you're
around.
on, you
I
can
mean,
do
like,
your
it's
drinking,
2 a.m. for me now.
Yeah.
I stay up to be involved in stuff and that. I know what it's like.
They
When I go
could
to the
stay up
hangouts
late.
with Archie.
For this.
When I go to hangouts with Archie, I'm up till 8 in the morning
That's true.
and stuff like that.
Gosh.
But it's
Thank you for staying up this late for this. Like,
No, yeah,
I
no
understand,
problem.
like,
Yeah.
the time difference can be a pain in the ass. It really is.
uh-huh.
So,
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
like with the
I've
VCAT, with the
adapted my
VCAT stuff,
life
like,
around.
yeah, with the VCAT stuff, like, I was the first one to streaming that thing, like the grand the opening ceremony for it. I was the one who started streaming, was the first one to start streaming it. Out of everyone else that was doing the streams for VCAT, I was the very first because I started streaming as soon as it opened up at 10 a.m. Japan time. It was 8 p.m. my time.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I put myself in a little bit of a crunch zone, right there.
Which is nice and good.
Yeah.
But like being able to communicate and collab with people not only on this game but any other game out there is hard when you're working 9 to 5. You know, you have
Yeah, it
your
is.
full-time
it's
job.
so hard.
You've
It's
got a
so
limited
hard
amount
to
of
meet
time,
people because,
haven't
like,
you?
yeah, you have
Oh.
such limited time. You can't be there. You cannot be here for everything unless you absolutely just live in this game.
Or
and then everyone
and
is
live with your
willing to
parents
tell
too.
you stuff like, yeah.
Well, I live in the
Unless
game,
you're like
but I
someone
don't
that,
live
like,
with my
unless
parents.
you're someone like the big people in this game that like they make money off of like
You're
this,
retired,
that
though.
force them financially to.
There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. You're retired. You have like nothing going on anymore. But like those people that are literally have no job and they just live at home with their parents and they live off the money they get from streaming this game. They have to understand that we don't have that luxury. We want to move out.
We don't
want to
have that
beyond.
luxury.
We want to be able to be sustained on our own. We work these hours so that we can have our own food.
Yeah, so
have
you
our
can
own
live.
stuff.
It's
So you
like
can live.
there's some people that like, do live by themselves. They might make up enough. They make enough money off this that they can live by themselves in their own homes. It's like, is that ridiculous? Like they're able to do that, and
Yeah.
it's like they make it sound like it's so easy to do or afford things. I'm like, no, it's not. You have no idea.
It's
It's
so
not
much
gonna
harder
waste the
than what
money you
people
make.
think because it is a lot of
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
accounting. You have to know how much you were spending and everything. It is not easy
Yeah.
because I did it for a full year where I had no job and
And
was
if someone like
only
me,
surviving off of the money from Twitch and playing games.
yeah, and
Barely
if you're someone like
surviving.
me,
Barely did.
I'm freaking stuck. I'm stuck. Like if you're someone like me, I'm stuck with like college as well. It's nothing. That's
True.
all my time. So
Yeah.
Things they
I'm
take up
gonna
our
be
time
the-
and we don't
I'm
have
gonna be the
time.
busiest person in this community, most likely, that streams this game. I'm gonna be the busiest person.
There's probably a few
People
that
are
are
going to
like that
have
as well,
to bear
but
with me with this shit. They're gonna have to
There's not very
understand
many.
and not get mad, because I've had people get mad at
Yeah.
me for not being able to make time for them to do their things.
and
Because,
honestly,
You told me last second when I have work the next morning at like 5 a.m. you expect me to be there, show up for anything at like 11 a.m.
in my
That's not going
opinion,
to roll.
with that, after like 1 or 2 times of me telling them that I can't do that because of my time schedule and my work, and in your situation, school as well, if they don't learn, I do not care because it's them not caring about me and my situation. I will block them.
Yeah, no, and then you get mad.
I will not care.
Right, you get mad.
I've never
Let
had
them
them
be as
issues.
mad.
I'm lucky.
I will push them. I will push everything about them aside and let them be mad. I don't care. When they calm down and want to talk, then we'll have a mutual friend come and be like, "Okay, they've calmed down." They're like, "Okay, maybe they'll get a second chance." But if they go again, cut them out for the rest of their life. Forget it. It's just them not understanding. And that's just my
We've
take
all
on
got
that.
different lives
How are
and
you
different
progressively getting
responsibilities.
comfier? Just fucking laying here as time moves on. What the
I think
fuck?
Vanessa's getting worn out and tired.
It's true.
You're
That,
I've been up since
I keep-
5 a.m.
Keep adjusting.
Yeah.
I keep adjusting the camera. Vanessa's going lower and lower, gradually hiding behind the flames almost.
I'm
is
just
a thing.
literally like sitting on my bed just as this is going on, so I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna get comfy.
Yeah.
It is a
Got
thing
you.
as well. I know some streamers that only go for like 2 or 3 hours. They do have a harder time for going longer.
I
I go for
struggle.
6.
I do.
I would-
Yeah, like some people
go
like
longer
here,
if
for
I
example,
could.
like
I go for at least 4
I'm
or
not
5.
calling them out. I'm not calling them out. So everyone in chat, just shut up. Fucking comment section. Comment. Fucking. I can't talk. Comment section. Shut the fuck up. I'm not calling them out or anything. I'm just saying this is how long they go. This is what I see them doing. Like people like Cyber and Lola go about like 2 hours
Yeah.
or so, and in the
As-
end.
They just have a whole bunch of
Um,
memes and then they don't know what to do afterward.
Oh, it's not that. Think about the time zone. They're in Europe.
Oh yeah, there's that too. Time
The
zones.
same as me.
Very hurt.
Yeah.
But we will move on to our last
And-
question here, real quick.
Yeah.
What is your most chaotic collab?
Pico Park.
Yeah, you talked about it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Your guys' whole
Pico Park.
big
That was-
Literally
Pico Park.
got to the
That
point. I
was
pulled a
fucking
shit.
ridiculous.
It's the
My
same
brain
one
became
for
just
both of
like
you.
my brain became mush. I just was like, I pulled a Vanos. I'm just, I want to order food.
I love that.
Crazy.
There wasn't much else you could do, so you ordered food.
Yeah, everyone else is fucking yelling. I'm sitting there starving because I didn't eat anything all day. I'm like, I'm ordering pizza. I literally was like, guys, what should I get? Should I get the, like, I was like, guys, should I get stuffed crust or regular? Everyone's yelling at each other about, like, how, like, yelling at each other still about, like, how to do something. And I'm like, I can get veggie.
Honestly, if there's one
Crazy
that
combo.
Blitz has witnessed on like my own channel that we actually did, that was like probably the most chaotic thing ever. That I did. I don't know if it counts as a collab really, but the fucking Laser Zone tournament that you rated me on and everything, that shit was fucking crazy that time around.
I remember that.
Sounds like fun.
I know that Silver had a
No, the
very
Laser Zone tournaments are always fucking hella fun, but they
Silver
can
had
get chaotic as
a.
fuck.
I've had a few.
I think one that stands out most chaotic was the 5-man Pokemon Soul Link.
Yeah, Nuzlocke, Soul Link.
Yeah,
The
That was
Nuzlocke.
chaotic. Yeah, 5-way. That was my first stream.
entire.
That was
Yeah.
my first ever stream. I did
Level
5-way
99
Soul
Magic Carp.
Oh, well, it was chaos, but
it was
I was the only one who had
chaos.
any left.
Silver did great for his first time playing Pokemon.
I never played Pokemon. I didn't lose one either before that stream. Everybody else did. I had all these
tried
people
and
teaching
lost.
me.
It was funny to watch.
I need to do
I
that.
would say my jump
never done
king,
one
any
either.
of my drinking streams as well. A lot of my drinking streams get chaotic.
Please do
I
not.
did jump king. I fall, I drink, and the wheel got
Yeah.
spun. I think it was over 150 times, and I think I lasted about 8 hours. It was a long stream. I killed my controller, and my Xbox controller actually died because I pressed the button so many times.
Oh my god.
Ah,
I think I
it,
I think I have
did
a setup for my
something like 500
nuts.
falls and 3,400 jumps or something.
it was nuts. Jump King can be
And I had an open
very
Discord. That was for
hard.
community. I did that for a community day. I said if I hit 200, I'd let the community choose what to do. And they chose Jump King, Drunk Stream, and I opened up the VC and
I
said
was like,
anybody
oh
can come in.
no.
Oh my gosh. That makes me think, that makes me think like, what should I do when I hit 3,000? I don't know.
I'm gonna have a
I let
mini
my community
special.
decide. I just
Speak of part
decided.
2.
Oh please, no, please! I am not doing that shit again.
You heard
shit
it
was
here
hell.
first.
Oh
Speak of part
god, that shit was hell.
I loved it. I don't know why you guys didn't like it. I had fun.
So
That shit was hell because we had so many people trying to think of
Well,
other
sure
ways
was
to fucking
trash.
solve it, and it just became debate after debate on how to get this
How
shit
did we solve
done.
it again? I forgot.
I don't even fucking remember it, nor do
Yeah,
I
you
care.
was, Chan. Yeah, you was, Crash. You were pretty drunk. I was as well. We even, after that drunk stream, we even went in VR and carried on drinking.
Oh my god.
Silver.
That reminds me on something. That reminds me of something. Does anyone remember the old, like, fucking trending ass, like, Pokemon drinking game that people used to do on stream?
Oh, I
No.
remember.
There's a few of them. I make up streamer games sometimes.
It was
Make-up games
it was like
where
a
they
one
say
where
certain
basically
words
their
and I'll
entire
take a drink.
one of the biggest challenges of the Pokemon drinking game that I remember is where you had to try to collect like almost every single shiny version of a Pokemon that existed
Yeah.
for whatever Pokemon game they were playing, and whenever they didn't get a shiny in a battle, they had to drink.
oh
I've
god.
never got a shiny. In
Same.
any of the games of Pokemon I've played, I've completed Gem. I'm on Gem 3 now.
I have played since
I've
Yellow,
never
and I have
seen a
never
shiny.
seen Shiny
I have
in the
got
wild.
I have got the I have got the rare ones where you go to a certain place and you go and collect
The only
them.
one I've ever gotten a shiny in
I've seen the
was
shiny.
the only one I've ever actually witnessed a shiny before and actually owned a shiny was a shiny Squirtle, I believe, and it was back in the old Game Boy Pokemon Blue is where I got it from.
Oh,
Mine was
That's a way
red
back.
was a shiny, but
Yeah.
friggin', what is it? It was
Well,
a
Pokemon Blue and Red were like the first ever Pokemons, like back on the Game
Yeah,
Boy.
I just
Yeah,
completed
shiny
them when I
Squirtle.
just did them the other.
oh.
I did them the other
Okay.
month.
Yeah.
So I never caught a shiny. I'm trying an Arceus.
No, I want to catch one. I will catch
I'll
one.
find one. If there's one that I want to
Some
find, it's Aeron. It evolves into Aggron. But it's my favorite
Oh.
Pokemon.
I'll be happy if
Yeah,
I
but
see one
other
in the
than the
game.
friggin', like, other than the Pico Park one for being the most chaotic, I would say one of my War Thunder streams, like the one that was like with a bunch of viewers and just having fun. Like there was
yes.
one that took the cake. I can't remember which one it was. It was a while ago, but that one took the cake because it was so fucking chaotic. You had alley game flip. You had fucking Kira killing every War Thunder stream I do is just some kind of like insanity happens.
It
I
just seems
don't
to
know.
happen in your War
Kira
Thunder.
killed a M1 Abrams with a Swedish anti-air from World War One. Like what the heck? You got a modern
I mean-
MPT getting killed by an anti. He has the anti-air rounds too, so it's high explosive.
That's
and it went
actually-
through all that reactive armor and killed him. I'm like, oh, what?
That's actually not hard to believe because if you think about it historically wise, World War weaponry was more built on offense than it was defense.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, World War
I'm talking about
One
like
was
it's a
offensive.
it was offensive, but like the round he used was a chemical round. M1
Yeah.
M1
He shouldn't have pierced it.
Abrams, his armor is made to combat against chemical weapons such as heat. And
Well, it made to
explosive,
combat against any
yeah.
projectile. Any projectile, really. They're reactive armor.
Yeah.
Self-sealing as well.
Like
Yeah.
depleted
But-
uranium. It's the armor consists
Yeah.
of steel or titanium, depleted uranium, air, ceramics, and
And a World War One tank chemical shell passes right through it.
yeah. Somehow Kiro
Yeah.
shot at it with an L62. It's not World War I was overstanding. It was a World War II vehicle. It was an L62
Mm.
anti-air for Sweden, and it pierced straight through and killed the crew.
Damn.
I'm like, how the heck did you do that?
Lucky shot.
Can we get a okay elite preferred species?
I prefer elite preferred species.
Okay, so
Sweden
I
in that
do,
game is a whole different.
I think
like,
we've done all
thing.
the questions.
for the most part, yeah, but I do want to answer it myself. I had
Yeah,
one
go
where
ahead.
I had some chaotic energy with me because me and my friend were super excited for the game. But a really more chaotic collab was when I was able to actually go and collab with some old friends, my buddy Kiku and Mitch. The three of us together. I would say I would call us, the three of us together, just gremlins. We're literally nothing but gremlins together. We cause the most chaotic energy combination to the point where it's just a laughing fest for a majority of the stream. I know it's up on my YouTube. I know it's saved as a VOD on my Twitch. It is one of the most fun streams that I've had. But like,
Can we? Can I?
chaotic energy, real
can I
quick.
Sorry, go.
When the game first was announced, we picked it up and to play it. Me and my friend Leader, we had the most amount of fun playing Serious Sam 4. We enjoyed the chaotic bullet storm, the funny jokes, the surviving, like all of those. I made so many clips of like our first stream of me and him playing it together. I filled my Discord with about 10 clips that from that stream alone. It was nuts. We had the chaotic energy of like me and him together. We've streamed since I started VR chat. We've streamed together for a long time. Me and him are good buddies, and we have been since forever. The chaotic energy that we put together with that game, because how much laughs we have. We literally had a part in the stream where the 4 people that are there, Sam and 2 other guys, and then the newbie, were killing monsters, and then the newbie, which was named Kenny, was running away from a monster, and Sam tossed him a shotgun. He grabbed it, blasted the thing, its guts went everywhere, but when you zoomed in on his face and everything, and like his whole body, you would see he would look down and it was like, oh, I'm missing a shoe. He literally lost his shoe, okay? And we were laughing because his sock was so hilarious to look at. It was the type of sock, like a bedroom sock that you'd wear only to like be in sleep and never show anybody ever, because you'd be too embarrassed to show your face.
So he literally blew his shoes off.
He literally blew one of his shoes off, and when he gets up, he goes like, I wasn't trying to do a one-liner. It says Guinea, and then it goes, boy, this is triple A. We survive in style. Being one-liner is part of the whole gig. It was just hilarious. I could send you guys the clip.
I want to bring up like 2 other instances with you, Judge.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I want to bring up 2 other instances with you, though, Judge. Outside of stream, actually, I think one of the biggest people that bring out a gremlin side of you is also Yami. Like, holy shit, when you guys are just chilling out in VR chat, fucking Christ, the conversations you have.
Don't worry about that.
Yami's always funny.
Honestly, I wish I could have more of the
second-
energy I usually have on stream, like off stream. It's just, I burn myself down so fast for my energy that I'm usually tired. Like, I'm tired off stream, like after stream, I'm tired like off camera and like a lot. I'm worn out.
You're doing
like,
a lot.
Not from streaming.
You're
I'm doing a lot.
working, you're streaming, you're going to college, you're doing the collabs, doing everything you can. You're doing a lot. You know, you're going to be tired. I know what it's like. I do a lot nowadays on stream and everything.
Yeah.
So,
honestly, it feels it feels like sometimes when I'm doing all this stuff, like with the streaming, like I'm streaming consistently, I'm trying to push to be consistent on other platforms. It's gonna take time with other platforms, but right now it just feels like I'm not really getting anywhere. I guess just everyone else, like when they first started streaming VR chat, like Cyber and Fizzy and everyone, like they took full advantage of this on YouTube as well and blew up from that. They grew from that. And that's how they got success. And it
doesn't mean
like
you can't do the same.
It doesn't mean I can't do the same. Yes, it's just hard for me right now. Especially trying to find editors and people to clip stuff for me. I need to find someone who's dedicated to clipping. I have someone who's helped me edit the skits. I have someone who's gonna be able to edit videos for me. I'm just trying to find that. Like, we're trying to set up the whole process right now to pay, like, for payouts, and I'm like, it's the person that used to edit echoes, you know, edit, like Echo the Neko. They just named it.
Yes.
The person they used to edit their videos for VR chat, like, so for that, I'm offering to pay them more than they did for video. So there's that. I didn't even know that how much they paid them. I was just like, I'm gonna pay like this amount, and like, wow, that's actually like more than double. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that. I was just like, here, this sounds fair enough. I'm gonna pay you this amount. So something we're getting ripped off from working with Echo. So
that'll be good though. You find
I know,
if it can work out. and
Yeah,
you have
I'm
yourself
still
a
trying to get
good
that sorted out. It's a pain in the ass because I still have the time to no response. I'm like, what are you doing? Where are you? What the
Yeah.
fuck? But the whole thing with YouTube Shorts and TikTok putting these skits up there, it's gonna go somewhere. I just gotta keep being consistent. I didn't upload anything yesterday nor today because today I'm gonna be recording. I was hoping to upload one today and record one yesterday, but I didn't get on to it. I was just too tired.
I need to be
I
better
see you,
about.
Nunes. You want to be a part of it?
understandable.
No. I need to be
Yeah.
better with actually going back and highlighting my actual dances that I do and upload them to YouTube. Just cut them out from my stream.
Yeah, I was doing them for you, some of them, but the system's so slow for me to do it.
Yeah.
Fox does some
It literally takes
when he's
Silver
around.
3 hours to make one 5-minute highlight.
Oh, jeez.
His
He
internet is
drives
not
me
the
nuts.
best. But
I'm in a remote area.
so
I just need to find someone who can do the clips for me whenever. Someone that's always around for the streams, and I'm starting to think I know someone who could be a good candidate. Actually.
Why not put a thing out in your Discord saying, I want a
That's what I'm
clipper.
gonna do.
I'm
Yeah, that's
looking
what
for
I'm
a
gonna do, but I
clipper.
think I have a good candidate. 'Cause
And
there's someone
submit
that's
your
always in my
best
chat
clips to me.
in every stream.
uh-huh.
There's someone I've noticed is always there in every stream I've done so far.
Well, that's how
Brian?
you start.
No, not Brian. Brian pops in and out because he
Yeah.
watches more. He watches Proto and Sylvan more than me.
Was here in chat earlier, but
So. Oh, probably lurking.
but I
but no,
do
it's,
actually
Wolf.
I do actually want to
Mr. Bits for Blitz.
I do want to talk to the chat a little
He's
bit
in
here
every single stream.
because we're getting close to the very end. I do want to see if anybody in either me or Silver's chat has any questions for Blitz, Vanessa, myself, or Silver.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
Yeah,
hearing if
feel
anyone has
free.
any questions.
Like, we can go with like
for
one or
us.
two questions and then we'll probably head out after that. If anybody in chat has any questions that they would like to ask.
I'm just in full lax mode at this point.
You're comfy. There's no
You're
wrong
comfy.
with that.
I'm sitting here on my chair like I should be. I'm sitting here because it's
I'm quite
more
comfortable in my chair.
respectful. Like sitting in like a position like this. Yeah, I'm crazy leaning back.
We're doing a podcast in VR chat. Is there really a point of being respectful?
Okay, there's nothing wrong with ever being formal when it comes to stuff, is there?
No,
Never.
There is no.
it's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good anyway.
But when you're in the most
We're all
comfortable,
sort of
One
my
thing I
friends
can
are, so
say,
I
like,
don't worry
is
about
that
it too
I
much.
wanted to get, there's an outfit I need to get, like, updated. Eventually, I'm getting my Easter set updated to the new body because this is the new body. It's like it's the same body. We redid all the stuff. We fixed what the tail position is. We fixed the weight painting more, and it flows so much better.
The towel is cool.
So, thanks. That's the thing with a lot of people. Like, there's some people I've befriended only because of the fact that like the first thing that came up to me was just like, I like your tail. It's big, chunky, and adorable. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. I guess. No, we're gonna get
But
this
now
one
everybody wants
updated,
to
and
eat
then I
the
want to
tail.
get. Yes, that kind of annoys me because it's like I'm not Kobayashi.
yeah.
No, one thing. So, I want to get the Easter one updated, and then after the Easter one, I want to get the formal outfit updated. This one. So.
Ah, yes. Nice dress.
Bro, okay, yeah, that needs to be fixed.
That's a cool
What?
dress.
Thanks. I can toggle between this one. I can change the colors on there. I can change the colors on it. I can have a hue. I have a hue shift. I can change the color of the dress completely. I can make it white.
Mhm.
And it changes that to turquoise, which I do like the pattern with that. Which is
Yeah.
with the white, it just feels more formal.
It does.
Like more like if it's more
There is some
formal,
more.
and the black is more like partying night. I'm going to like some
Hey,
like nice party.
Having fun.
Yeah,
The white one is for like a formal like business type of event.
yeah, it does. Formalish, it does have a formal feel to it.
That's the thing. If I ever do like a freaking, if I ever get my chance to have like something on VR,
I can do similar things with my avatar. I can turn my tail off ears, change the colours, bring on my pets, and all different things. When I had it made for me.
When it comes to like all this stuff though, like one thing I want to do, I want to try to get to like, I want to try to get like a booth for VRCon, or have like a panel for VRCon, to have like a basically, it's gonna be a little TED talk about like how this game could be so helpful with like not building your social, like being able to be socializing, build yourself up, like your whole ability to meet people and talk and not have so much bad social anxiety. It can help, this game really helps. I've noticed that with building yourself up and making yourself feel more comfortable around others when talking to them and meeting new people. And a lot of people in this game are socially awkward, have high social anxiety, and are just, they have a hard time meeting new people. This game helps because it allows you to be
Allows you to break down walls.
Just be who you are and not be so worried. Yeah, it lets you break down walls that like keep you from do that. And I definitely, if I ever get that, I'm going to be dressing up like this. This is the outfit I'll be wearing. That's for sure. I'll be on the stage looking.
Did you get any questions, Charge?
No, I didn't.
Any questions, though?
Anything from
I
your
haven't
side?
got any.
I
No.
guess people are more chillaxing with the music in the background.
We've covered everything, yeah.
Come on, guys!
put music
If you
on.
got any questions, I'd like to hear any questions y'all have. I'm up for answering questions.
Most of my chat's for sleep, I think, because it's an odd hour
Same for me.
for them.
But it's been a fun stream. It's been great. And
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you very much for joining us, both of you. And thank you for telling us some good stories.
Yeah, it was a
It's been
pleasure.
really
Thanks
good
for
fun.
inviting us.
Yeah, no problem. Like, it is. Like, no, like, this was nice. A lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And, I like doing these kinds of things. Being able to show up for podcasts like this and just like talk about this kind of stuff. We had a lot to talk about. We tried to stay on topic for the questions we were asking. We just kept deviating, but it was like it was fun.
perfectly fine. That's exactly one of the things you're supposed to do in the podcast. Literally having fun.
That's what I like about
and
it. It's not like
keeping
no, we
things
have to
going
stay
and
on
flow.
this. We have to stay specifically on what we're talking about. No, we can deviate. No,
That's no
I
fun.
like that.
Drinking and story time. That's any stream I do drinking. Isn't fresh?
Also, about that
Oh my
whole
gosh.
about that whole joke about me getting lower and lower and not being like as respectful. Blitz, you're talking to the one person that does like a pure tomboy, so I don't know what the fun about.
You're
That wasn't
fine.
even being disrespectful.
You've been
I was just saying,
fine.
like,
You
I'm
could've
just sitting here,
expected
like,
this from me.
as much as I would like to lay down, like, on the ground and freaking just be, like, chilling out while answering questions, I was like, no, I'm gonna say
If you're more
more
comfortable, it
respectful
goes
like that.
better. So if that's how you want to get comfortable, that's the thing. And
fine.
I wouldn't say it's disrespectful. I'm used to seeing that in VR. I'm
Yeah.
used to seeing.
The full body people
I
laying
do it
down.
myself.
You do not
I
know
do it
how many
sometimes,
people that I have seen in full body literally just only have full body just so they can have people see that they're laying down. That's literally
I've-
like a majority of what VR chat
No,
is.
the
That's part of
reason
the
I
reason
have
I
full
see it.
body is because
Just
I
the
like
woke up in
full
worlds where
immersion.
everybody's passed out asleep.
No, the reason I have full body, the reason I have full body is because I like the full immersion it gives, and knowing that half body really throws me off. Cause like you'll be like,
Yeah, that part too. That's why
that's
I
really annoying. You're in a
literally
full body where you have full control of your body and
when
you
I
can do whatever you want.
when I started this game, I had half body. I was never on desktop.
I started this game full body.
After a month, I was like, I am getting full body. They were like, Chachi,
I was
why
the
do you have
opposite. I've
full
got all
body
the
already?
I've got all
Yeah.
the gear, but I like the desktop.
What kind of gear you got? You got an index?
I've got a headset, I've got the controllers, and I've got a suit and a mat.
He's got a
It's made
headset that
by a
was
Chinese
made
company
in
that's
China,
testing them.
and literally he has a mat.
IMAX?
He has a mat in his room that he can
I've got
literally
a
just
mat.
like tap his feet and he will actually move forward for his avatar in the game.
I don't use any of it most of
Yeah.
the time.
Because most of the time
I've worn a
he's
headset for
sitting
25
there.
minutes.
he's sitting there and chatting with us, and then all of a sudden he just run past us, and you'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is the mat." So he just disabled it at one point. It was just like, I can't be bothered with it anymore. It's so
It's
so
comfy
annoying.
under my feet.
But other than
Comfy
that,
under my feet.
Oh my god.
Other
I've
than that,
never
he
heard
doesn't
of
use it.
mat being used for movement. That's
Yeah, you got
I mean,
buttons, you got...
you've seen the treadmill before, right? Blitz?
oh, I saw that.
Like the people with the treadmill one.
That would get
Yeah, I
away
was
at
meant to be
dancing, so
testing
no
it,
thanks.
but I haven't really tested it. I use it as a Mac now.
Treadmill's a weird thing. Like, try imagine trying to use a VR chat. Oh my god.
Oh no,
I would
way,
not be
no
able
way.
to do that. Like the treadmill, when I saw what it was looked like, I was like, it's kind of cool, but how the heck am I going to fit that thing through my door? Like if I decided to move house or move my room or anything,
Oh yeah,
My entire
you'd have
VR,
to take
that
it all
I
apart.
would
It'd
have
have to be foldable,
everything.
collapsible and stuff.
it
But
would
there
be
was
a
a
pain in the
films,
ass.
wasn't
The only problem is with me, like, it would be cool to have and everything, but for me, who, like, spends a lot of their time dancing, something like that would be more
Same with
inconvenient
me.
to dance with.
Same with me.
I'm all about energy conservation and getting comfortable. Once I'm comfortable, that's it. There's no way I'd use it.
My inconvenience right now is my room in general. It's just too small. When I get my own place, I'm definitely setting it up, my VR up in a place where it's the biggest room in the house, so I can have as much
Yes.
movement and stuff as possible.
That's literally what I do. The biggest room in my entire apartment is
Yeah,
my
that's
VR
what you
room because I need that for my dancing. Not only that, I love to
I
be
need a
able to
space where I
walk
can do
around
dumb
wherever I
stuff.
want.
Judge, are you going to be continuing streaming or
Yeah, this will
are
be the
you
end for me.
finishing? Right, so I'm
It's
gonna
the end of
set up
charging, yeah.
It'll be
The
the end
end.
for me.
the end for tonight.
Oh, Vanessa got that drink.
Ah. If it's one person
I'm
that
gonna
knows
write
drinks,
next then.
okay. If it's one
Max
person that
is
knows
still
drinks to
streaming,
be
so I'm
sober
writing, so-
after 70 years of
Oh, no,
like drinking alcohol, he knows drinks like the back of his hand. I guarantee you that.
He's going on at the moment. No, I'll leave him alone. I can see he's raging at the game.
Max
Oh.
is raging and Cuphead. No, it's perfect. No, it's the perfect time to raid them. It's when they're
No,
raging.
no, it's not. I never time it right. I never time it right. I'll end up messing him
You
up.
gotta raid him as soon as he says something like stupid, like
Yeah,
he
he's
curses to say
doing-
something
he's
crazy
doing-
is when
He's doing one of the things that he does, which is Endurance Week. He'll play that game every day this week until
Yeah.
he literally is like passing out in his chair.
He's
just to
got
try and beat the
bets.
game.
He's got bets on
Yeah,
the
and
line.
he'll have bets
Who are you
going.
going to raid, Charge?
I kind of want to
Who are
do
you
that.
going to raid?
his face.
I'll
Yeah.
go on in if you're going to do it. I'll do it. We'll raid into
I
And
raid
next
him.
then.
I don't really
Just to-
have
just
very
to mess
many.
with him.
No, I'll raid into you and you can raid next.
Okay. Sure, why not? That way we're not
There's
double
only a couple
rating.
of people in my chat. There's only a couple of people in my chat, so I put your link up because your view of the thing is better than mine. With the camera, you know.
Okay, before
So
that-
we'll raid into Jarty. Thank you, Crash. Thank you, Pop. Thank you, Cherry. And everybody else who come by to say
Oh my
hi.
gosh.
I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you, Blitz and Vanessa, for joining us.
Yeah,
Thanks,
no
Georgie.
problem. Thank you for inviting us
it
to
was
this.
I hope
great.
you all
We had a lot of
enjoyed
fun.
Yeah, it was.
I like where Blitz
Okay.
is conveniently moving whenever he places it on their head.
Real quick before we all leave and head out of work, I want to get a picture real quick.
Oh, hell yeah. We're gonna have a picture for it.
Yee.
Yeah.
Come on over, guys.
Do you want anything next?
Not yet. I'm gonna do the picture. Then we're gonna
Oh.
do that.
You know what? I'm gonna change the colour for once. I'll go blue.
Yee. Alrighty.
What's your usual color?
It's
I've
silver.
got all different ones.
Oh.
Silver. What do you think? What do you think it is?
Duh!
This is my usual colour. Here you go. That's my
Silver.
usual colour. Silver. I've got red and I've got blue.
Oh goodness me.
Gosh.
It's hilarious. Okay, you guys ready? 5 seconds.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Send me the pic for my VR.
But of course.
Oh my god.
Alrighty, ladies and
So I
gentlemen.
can use the hand gestures. I'm not using my model having like facial gestures. I'm still getting used to it.
Yep. It's something you have to get used to.
Yeah, an absolute blast here, that's for sure. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
It was great to have you guys. I'm so glad it was
Yeah.
like, yo, like, these two are definitely the two
Thank you
that
very
would
much.
definitely work well together.
Silver.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Someone's
we're
giving
gonna
Silver
go off.
head pads.
We're gonna go off and raid Nags. He's playing Cuphead. It's a challenge week for him. Give him lots of love and support from me. You may not be able to
There's a
get
cosplay
much
on the
because,
line.
oh god,
Yeah.
we'll have to see about that. Love, lots of love and
Cosplay.
chocolate
Oh
milk,
my gosh.
and I will see you all tomorrow for Zenith. With Major Spaz and myself, we're gonna have some fun. Maybe more chaos. Maybe more stupid stuff being said. Who knows?
There's
We'll see you all around. Okay. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Bye bye.
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 Jenny. And also, you were saying we were a great pair of